For centuries, the Society of the Black Dragon has sanctioned an ancient rite of combat, known as the Kumite, open only to the world's most lethal warriors. It has never been won by a Westerner.
You are not Japanese. I can do it.
Now, for the first time, the true story of America's super agent, Frank Dux, can be revealed.
Uncle Sam can't afford to let you get hurt.
I'm going to Hong Kong.
Frank is going to fight in the Kumite, and we're here to stop him.
An awesome human weapon.
It hurts me just looking at it.
Who infiltrates the Chinese underworld.
I did not come this far to stop now.
Take him.
To enter a forbidden competition.
Couldn't you just get me in?
Strict rules, no press.
You telling me you never break rules?
Where every fighting style, every worthy opponent, every deadly technique clash in savage combat.
Time to separate the men from the boys.
And only one will triumph.
Now I will break you.
International martial arts sensation Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport, the true story of the ultimate champion.
ZIOAN, let's go, boy!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk about Bloodsport. This was year 2 of 3BG that we did this.
Technically two.
End of year 1, maybe.
End of year 1. Maybe
We were at Sue's place when we did.
Nope, yours place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we were definitely at your place.
Yeah. My bad. But
the
yeah,
song that I used was a song that was on a regular show, and it was actually similar to the Kumite. It was the stick. It was the stick hockey episode.
Yes,
one of my favorite episodes. It was actually based more on Kickboxer.
Yeah.
Bloodsport, but it had Bloodsport stuff in there.
And Chong Lee.
Yeah. It wasn't Chong Lee. It was the other dude off of Kickboxer. I forgot his name.
Oh, Tom Poe.
Yeah, it was more him. But he did have the Korean headband and shit. But it was clearly Tom Poe. But anyway.
But again, shout out to that guy, because that guy is clearly us. He's an 80s kid, 80s and 90s kid, clearly.
Yeah. And clearly that's your brother.
Yeah, it is.
No, I mean Chris. I mean, y'all want to see the white version of JQ Quinzel, whatever his last name is? Like, I can always fuck with his last name.
Look,
but
he had me at party all the time. I'm just saying, like any person at this party all the time in the show.
Nigga, he had me at because there was something that Mordecai did. I was like, fucking Chris.
Nah.
What? Anything that happens in the show?
No, wait. I got you.
Like, fucking Chris. That was Chris pulled a Mordecai. That's what it is.
The one that got me, party all the time almost got me. Like I was invested at this point, but where the moment I became over the moon was the Voltron transformation followed by "You Got the Touch" from Stan Bush.
Nigga.
The shit for me, I was hooked on that show from the very beginning. Look, there was a bunch of actually references to not Frank Dux, but the dude that kind of inspired Frank Dux, Count Dante, who is a big ass can of worms. Oh my God. You want to talk about white boys that thought they could just like, yes, I have trained with many senseis. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Train with many senseis over a 1-year period.
Like, nigga, you a red belt that got kicked out of the motherfucking dojo because you were fighting niggas in the street. Shut up. You're not a master.
Fucking bum.
But anyway, Frank Dux was a Canadian. He's a Canadian, right? Yeah, he's a Canadian. They ended up I ended up as a Marine reserve. Note what I said. He was a reserve. This motherfucker had the goddamn goal to tell everybody that he did secret ops for years. That he did one secret, like I will tell you one story that he said that one time he had to save a boatload of children from in the Philippines from pirates. He saved a bunch of children that were about to get killed by pirates. He also led his platoon from Laos to Thailand on foot, and he received the Medal of Honor. And the Medal of Honor he showed everybody was the Medal of Honor. Here's the problem about that. Number one, ain't no way in the world you did that. But number two, that's the Army Medal of Honor. You're a Marine. So why in the fuck do you have an Army Medal of Honor? This nigga had the goddamn gall to say, well, that's just an example of how it looks.
D, can I ask this? Can I ask a question? Hi, DJ Sue 3 Black Geeks. I have a question. Are you sure this isn't a canceled movie project that was supposed to star Pierre Kirby?
No, it feels like that, right? It feels like Frank Dux killed Pierre Kirby and took his identity, and that's how he got into Hollywood. Hey, I did these two things for Gordon, was it Gordon Ho? Not Gordon Ho.
Godfrey Ho.
Godfrey Ho. Yeah. It feels like that, man. This motherfucker also had the goddamn gall to tell everybody that he took place in the secret Kumite. And the Kumite that actually took place in the Bahamas. And this went on for many, many years in the Bahamas. This is my fun story because the Bahamian government had to say, first off, no. Second of all, even if that did take place on here 40 years, you mean to tell me it will take place 40 years on this island and we never did nothing about it? Get the fuck out of here.
That America didn't even know anything about.
My god!
Now,
in your own backyard.
Now, shout out to a friend of ours, Sean. He had the funniest comment when I mentioned the whole thing about Frank Dux. He was like, yeah, my young but gullible behind believe the fucking stat sheet at the end of the movie that they put when the movie was over. And I was like, yeah, you and all of us believe them stats because because only a white guy like that could get away with that. Let me as a black person sit there and state all that shit. Somebody would have been digging into my fucking background because, schism. But like, no black person would be able to get away with what Frank Dux did with the finesse to get a movie studio to make a movie based off of his tall tales.
Oh, the world, the world before the internet.
White privilege could get you in a lot of places, can it, bro?
I mean, because even the writer was
all you need is the bare minimum. That's all you need.
Because was it Sheldon Lettich? He was the writer. Even Sheldon was like, "Yeah, I knew most of what Frank told me was bullshit and stuff." But he's like, "The Kumite sound like a good idea for a movie," so I just ran with that, wrote it, and the studio greenlit it. And I was like, "Wow,
They got Van Damme, who just got pulled off of Predator, and we gave him a movie. And hey, we made Van Damme the biggest star in the world for that one period.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude.
This nigga will go on to do choreography in several movies for Van Damme. And here's the really fun part: most martial artists that look at the movie say, "Yeah, I like it." But, all the nut punches and the splits and all the rest of that shit and certain things, like certain elements of martial arts, it's like a guy that never did martial arts would tell somebody to do that. It's like everybody just like, it does. Like, why would he do a split in the middle of a fight like that? That's stupid. That's
who uses pocket sand to blind somebody.
It's like not even the pocket sand. It's just more of like some of the stuff is like, hey, yo, John, in a real fight. Yeah, I know that's what that word, but whatever.
Side note,
I can hear Van Damme saying this. He says, "Well, Frank tells me that someday a team of people in the middle of Washington D.C. are going to make a fighting game, and there's going to be a character that's going to do my splits."
I said,
but however, my nutsack will be trademarked.
So they couldn't get all the money. They couldn't get all the money. I cost way too much back then.
I cost way too much back then. To hear Van Damme say that is funny.
You know what? Here's I was also saying when I was looking at the whole. No, my other favorite story that came out from Frank Dux is this. Several years later, after all this shit, this motherfucker was at like a fighters convention or so, and shit. Doing like I'm the great Frank Dux. I did this, yada yada yada. Where he challenged a person. He challenged somebody to a fight. A man by the last name of Frazier. He was actually an MMA fighter. This motherfucker washes him.
As he should.
Washes him in front of everybody. That should have been the end of it. That should have been the end of it. But guess what? He is still talking shit. Still talking shit.
So he's Mr. Satan.
Yes, actually to a real big fault, because at one point, actually, no. Actually, I can't even say that. Let me put it to you this way. As of this year, Don the Dragon Wilson got into it with this nigga.
I have the quote, actually. I have the quote. Frank Dux, I rest my case, Your Honor. I have no bad feelings regarding Frank. This is not personal in any way, despite his disrespectful response to the truth. This is an example of why high-ranking, experienced martial artists are required to take an active part in policing ourselves. When fake accolades are allowed to be claimed over and over with little or no resistance, people actually believe this nonsense. It hurts all legitimate students of the fighting arts when someone is allowed for years to claim we all know is false. The truth matters. Don Wilson.
Now, let me put that into context. This is what actually happened. 4 days prior, before that, all Don did was said, this is the accomplishment of Frank Dux. He just put up his accomplishments. The comment section had a ball.
As they should, because we all.
Here comes Frank Dux. I'm the greatest, and you can say whatever you want to say. All you had to do was put butts in seats. I was real martial arts. I did this and I did that. Don the Dragon, not saying another word. All he did was put up his record of 329 knockouts. No ties, no draws, no losses. He didn't say nothing else. Frank coming again, Leroy Jenkins. Well, I'm still the greatest. You punk, and I'm real martial arts. The Black Dragon Society. Black Dragon Society is a real thing, by the way. It's a bunch of white guys who are washed, who all they do is just beat up small people. That's all they really do. They just
so what you're saying is so D, what you're saying is we can actually take over the Black Dragon Society, is what you're saying.
Oh my God, nigga. Yo, 2 Crips with a baseball bat could take them niggas over.
So well, let me ask you. So what was the first thing that
baseball bat, by the way? One baseball bat, by the way.
D, let me ask you a question, sir. What was the first thing that was sus? For me, it was the 25-mile-an-hour roundhouse kick.
Oh my goodness. Now, let me tell you something, Chris. Let me tell you something, guys. Actually, all of us, we've seen that clip of Lateef Crowder. They're talking about what's the hardest kick, what's the fastest kick, and all the rest of that. It's the capoeira kick. Shout out Black people. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
But anyway, that being said, a roundhouse kick, it can be deadly. I'm sorry, how fast, Eris?
I believe it said in the ending credits it was 25 miles an hour. In fact, I'm going to reconfirm that. Give me 1 second.
There are people that if you told
how, just how, Chris?
I mean, you know, Frank Dux doesn't look like somebody that could kick at 25 miles an hour.
I got Kevin Sorbo fucking that nigga up.
Oh, Maga Kevin Sorbo? Yeah, I can see it.
Maga Kevin Sorbo. Oh shit.
I say that. I say
Maga Brian Bosworth fucking up a lot of niggas right now. Real talk. As much as I don't agree with that motherfucker's politics and his views on Christianity, I actually have no bad blood for Brian Bosworth. I really don't.
I say Maga Kevin Sorbo like it's that old Star Trek where they had the evil twins with the fucking goatee and shit. That's what I think of Kevin Sorbo.
So anyway,
no, but it's like
but all that into context, Chris. All Don did was just put up his accolades, and this nigga went off and pretty much put his own foot in his mouth. And then that's when Don put that part out right there, which is very truthful. Like, look, as martial artists, we need to police ourselves and tell ourselves you can't say shit. Yeah. You just can't say shit. And that's what a lot of people always fight in life. You just can't say stuff.
It's crazy.
It don't matter.
It's crazy too, because like when you think of Frank Dux, right? I didn't know until like I hit high school, like I said, the internet is starting to become a thing, that I had looked up Bloodsport and I came upon the story that it was false. Now, I wasn't outraged when I found out it's false because, it's Hollywood. So you expect a layer of like bullshit. You expect a layer of bullshit to it. Exactly. But then to find out that it was all like bullshit 100% of the way, I was like,
yeah,
wow, damn.
You know what? And what Eric said, without the internet, without actual, media, truth in front of you, it's hard to really decipher what is and what isn't. You know what I mean, man? And it's sad. It's sad.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. What's the verdict?
I am super off.
Uh-oh. How off?
Number one, I dropped the screen caps in the in our Facebook group chat.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I was off by 50 miles an hour, sir.
I'm sorry, what?
Fastest kick, 72 miles an hour. Chris, please blow that up.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
By the way, D, one more thing. 329 matches. You were correct. My nigga, he retired undefeated.
No, fuck out of here.
The fun part about that record, that has swung around at least several times. At first, come on, he was being honest, guys. He won 320 fights, had 7 draws and 1 loss. I mean, I think it was 7 draws, 2 losses, something like that. You know what I mean? And then it changed up where he had no draws at all. And he actually won. And he actually won all of them. And now he's undefeated.
329 matches. Now, again, pre-internet, you have to go, unless you really gave a shit, you had to go out your way to really verify this shit. So as far as unless you were like Don the Dragon chilling at home watching Bloodsport, like, bullshit, nobody else is going to question that.
Anyway, from 1975 to 1980, Frank W. Dux fought 329 matches. He retired undefeated as the world heavyweight full contact Kumite champion.
Billy Blanks. Bullshit.
First of all, that title is sus. Who the fuck uses the word full contact?
Full contact.
Fastest.
Here's the fun part about that. Mixed martial artist goes, okay. Niggas who've been kickboxing for years, right?
Year 1, Kim's karate student. Okay. Notice I said Kim's karate. Yeah,
Kim's karate.
That one friend that you got that knows nothing about sports. Well, of course.
I don't know. The 72 is the only one that's questionable. You can but
here's the best part, guys. Dux still holds 4 records. Fastest knockout in 3.2 seconds. Fastest punch with a knockout, 0.12 seconds. Fastest kick with a knockout, 72 miles per hour.
All right, hold on. From Tekken, I got you.
The most consecutive
knockouts in a single tournament.
56.
Wait. How is there 52?
Like I said, I was off by 50 miles per hour.
72, nigga. Mike Tyson wishes he could knock somebody out 72. He'll kill somebody.
Muhammad Ali can go suck a dick. Wow. Bruce Lee can eat it, nigga.
I'm sorry. I
when I
feel Frank
saw-
Dukes. I feel Frank Dukes literally spun a fucking twister shit with numbers and was like, all right, and how fast I'm on the kick. 72. Yay.
He's got the Price is Right wheel.
Hey, yo, Chris, I'm mad as shit. You said, all right, war.
No, let me get hold on. Let me get something
somebody
off.
check out Bob over here, nigga.
Yo, let me get this off real quick. So now when you watch this movie, you can never look at this movie the same.
Bruh.
Knowing what we know, especially now, this movie's tainted.
First off, here's the thing. There were different degrees with me in this movie. It's like even today's day, I still enjoy the movie, right?
Right. I still enjoy it too.
Then it went from all right, Dukes was full of shit. Then it came out later. Yeah, you know the Denmark, that shit ain't fucking real. I was like, oh,
I was so mad.
I was a little mad at myself.
You want to see two kids now? My sons. Shout out to my kids. They got good memories of this movie because my father, who passed away, he used to watch this all the time, and they watched it with him. So they seen Bloodsport at least twice. So there's a part with the Denmark where he's like, yeah, party, like, yeah, it's cool. Hey kids, y'all want to know something? Oh, Christian hopes.
I would have just said to him, "Hey kids, guess what? The real Frank Dukes didn't do that. This was all Van Damme."
Hey, you know what? At least Dito his kids, because I can imagine Donnie be like trying to impress some chick like I could do the Denmark.
I
wish that nigga would. I wish that little nigga would.
I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you could pass enough force through 5 bricks and blast out the bottom one? Okay, I got you.
Let me tell you something, y'all. And look at me. That is a challenge for not Master Roshi. But you know what I'm saying here? A regular anime character can't do that. So why do you think a real life human being can do that?
Little did Frank Dukes know he inspired a young Ed Boon to do Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine Ed Boon watching this like, oh man, this would make for a great game. Mortal Kombat. It's crazy, right?
I like how this movie just starts off with just some people. I just love that. I love how this movie just came off the insulting black.
What happened, D?
You see motherfucking Chong Lee breaking the ice.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, okay. No, you had cut out. You had cut out for like a hot minute.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But no, go ahead.
I say I like how this movie basically insulted black people off the break. I really did. Because
you talking about my man over in Kenya leaping, like fucking yeeting a damn tree and breaking open 3 coconuts?
Fucking Kunta Kinte over here. Fucking.
I got it for you guys. The fear. I'm done. I really reference.
Look, I like to say for the record,
D didn't want to make that reference.
I like to say for the record, man, like, look, man, the 80s and 90s were wild when it came to characters of races. Because, dear God, if you were black, you better be from Africa, Nigeria, or if you're American, you're like the optimistic black person, which means you're gonna die.
I mean,
one thing I can
point out about this, especially in the opening, you can tell the opening for this movie was like, hey, here's Street Fighter's inspiration. The inspiration for Street Fighter came from the opening alone.
Man, they hit every.
We're seeing all the world warriors literally coming from different parts of the world.
Fucking oil baron from fucking the oil baron from fucking Abu Dhabi and shit.
No, my favorite one was when Homeboy and Okinawa.
You mean
you cut out there.
I said, what, you mean Dubs McGee?
Yeah.
Nah, how about the sumo? The sumo from Okinawa.
Well, you need a sumo, Eris. Of course, you need a sumo. You can't just have a bunch of ripped guys that got like 4 to 8 packs. You need a big fat dude there.
But the thing about him is my man. Even though he was a sumo, he was clearly in shape. I mean, he was one of those in shape sumo guys, right? So
yeah, you're right.
Like you've seen him like lift up. You know, he lifted up like what was like a big ass bale of hay and just tossed it to his friends, and they're like, "Oh shit, we can't hold this!" And of course, we get typical Okinawan laugh.
And then you obviously, if you need an American there other than Frank Dux, so you get the charismatic, Ray Jackson, who look like he just fights in bars and shit like the Sons of Anarchy.
Because you need a bar fighter.
Yeah.
Because
when I think of the greatest martial artist in the world, I think of a guy outside of Boston who loves kicking guys' ass.
The thing about Ray Jackson is, if we were to associate this with Street Fighter 2, Ray Jackson and Frank Dux are literally the combined efforts to make Guile.
It really is, man, because Ray Jackson is, shout out to Donald Gibbs. He is great. He was a staple of like 80s and early 90s movies and stuff, especially like Revenge of the Nerds. He did bit rolls and like Quantum Leap and all that stuff. I remember in the shows and stuff.
He was really because of his size. He got to end up being a character actor throughout the 90s. So that really worked for him.
Yeah, just so when you put him in here as Ray Jackson, he's like, yeah, and he got the fucking Harley Davidson bandana. And
I love to open the line from him. I need a couple scars on my face. I actually like that line.
No, hold on. Wait, D, hold on. I got to make it 80s for you. I heard you can get killed at that Kumite. Only if you fuck up. Again, they don't do movies like this anymore.
They really don't, man. They really don't. It's just, dude.
You know why? Because every time we get some cheesiness, here's the mountain. Why y'all goofy?
No,
you don't understand.
It's Twitter. It's fucking Twitter. Twitter comes out of nowhere and just immediately shames this movie for being who it is.
You could not do.
Tell me that the black man don't know how to punch. Ugh.
It's like, shut up, man. Let me laugh at fucking Kente over here and shit and get me.
Hey, man, look, drunken monkey style actually. Man. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, real talk. The drunken monkey, he actually got pretty far in the tournament.
I'm sorry, no, D said it wrong. Diddy Kong style.
I'm sorry, yo.
Wait. Hey, Chris, hold up. Diddy Kong minus the coconut jetpack.
Dude, I'm sorry, dog. I'm still laughing at the fucking oil baron, dude. I felt that he bought himself into the Kumite. He didn't earn that shit. I'm like, dude, what do you do? I don't know your fighting style, man. You just stand there looking like zoned out.
You are referring to Hussein.
Yeah, Hussein. I'm like, did you just bought yourself into this? Do you know how to fight? I don't think you do. Like,
first of all, he was already sus with that damn gold tooth. You really think you're gonna enter this tournament with a fucking gold tooth and think that shit's cool?
Hey man, I don't trust a Saudi dude that kind of looks like he's Filipino. That's just D.
It really did. It's like they just do a towel on his head. It's like, yeah, he's from Saudi Arabia.
That's what he looked like. He looked very Filipino to D. But hey, if he was an Ottoman, hey, I'll shut the fuck up.
Now, obviously, in this
that nigga from Kuwait, I won't say a goddamn word. Okay, come on now.
Now, obviously, we got Bolo Young playing Chong Lee because you need your evil Chinese person in this movie. So you get Bolo, and Bolo was very good at playing these type of characters. And even outside of that, when he's been in movies where he wasn't the bad guy, he was still good. Like Bolo was very accomplished, straight up.
Yeah. Go ahead, Harris.
Funny thing about Bolo is this goes back into what we talked about with Fist of Legend. We have a Chinese martial artist, stuntman, actor, yada yada yada, playing a South Korean villain.
He got the fucking.
They love doing that. This is during that time in the 80s where if you were Korean, somehow that made you evil. Just period. I never understood.
Well, except for old boy from Best of the Best, because he's the good Korean. So.
Yeah, he was a good Korean. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I feel bad for him, man.
Or the main character from Arahan.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for that dude because I'm like, I mean, granted, I listened to him recently on old boy Scott Atkins podcast and stuff, and he's a accomplished martial artist himself. But I had to sit back and just laugh because I was like, man, you were like the Hollywood it guy for like, we need a good guy Korean, get him. And I'm like, damn, dude, they kind of like stonewalled you a little bit on that one.
Hey man. And see, that's the funny thing about this movie that gets me, because it screams the little. It screams, yes, the Western world and how we view Asian culture, but I hate to go that route of, of course the white guy wins. Yeah, duh, D. White people made the movie. But
the guy from Brussels won, D. He wasn't American.
But still, if you put them juxtaposed to everybody else, they were the good guys. Everybody else there was evil. You know what I mean? evil or just like, I'm out to get mines and I just happened to run across Chong Lee's fucking wrath of killing everybody. Shit.
It's either you're either the good guy, the main villain, and everybody else was just B-roll.
Or you're just Asian Jimmy Hart, who is there telling the guys, "Hey guys, you want to come to the Kumite? I know how to find you. We'll take you around Hong Kong." Yay!
Shout outs to China's own Jimmy Hart. Okay, I mean, he was great.
That man sold the shit out of the Kumite and was like, "All right, guys, come in here. Oh, they want you to do this." And I'm like, "Yo, you really you earning your money, man. Shit, good for you."
You know what? You can tell that this movie was again, I say it before. This movie was a huge inspiration to not only Street Fighter, but also Mortal Kombat.
Yes, it was.
Because with Mortal Kombat, remember you heard Mr. Lin say it himself. You don't fight outside the Kumite. If you do, you're thrown out.
Which the whole basis of the movie, we get Frank Dux leading up to the Kumite. He's thinking on as a kid before he got trained by Mr. Tanaka.
Which, by the way, this was a whole ass 25-minute flashback.
Frank Dux was a little shit as a kid, as kids are, because they can be assholes. To the point to where
14-year-old Frank Dux.
He called the kid as Tanaka's fucking son. Was it Slanty Eyes or some shit?
No. It was
round eye.
First of all, it was Tanaka's son who called Frank Round Eye because he kicked his ass.
Yeah.
He said, "Why don't you go home, Round Eye?" I was like, huh, that's good old fashioned martial arts family racism. Okay.
Here's me, huh? Almost like a white person made an Asian person say that.
and then Tanaka, because he wants to test this little white boy's presence out. He just throws. I think he Then he punched it, like sliced his head off, and Dukes didn't even flinch or something. He's like, "Oh, you're not afraid."
My man said, "You didn't flinch. You have fighting spirit." Really? All I had to do was stand here as you slice my freaking fitted. Okay.
Yeah, man. I shit my pants, nigga. I don't know what to do.
Let me tell you something.
I have a fucking Hanzo sword, nigga. What the fuck?
You asked me if I'm scared of you slicing a sword. No, I'm more afraid of you calling the cops and my parents. I'm more terrified of that.
Because I know myself. I think I can handle myself. But as soon as he says you have a fighting spirit, I'd be like, "Well, guys, it's been a good run. I'm going to die in the Kumite because this man said I got the fighting spirit."
Fighting spirit? Oh, man, that sounds like a line that you get right before you get stabbed, doesn't it, nigga? You have some fighting spirit. And look, you just look, and it'd be just like an anime. You're like,
It's like, oh, you think you're brave.
All of a sudden you got a sword through your stuff. Be like, why? It doesn't matter.
Hey D, you want to know would you like to know the modern day West Coast equivalent of that, of slicing the sword and saying you have fighting spirit? Slice the sword. Oh, this little nigga got heart.
Meanwhile, if I was in front of a bunch of people and I flinch, all of a sudden I'm a pussy. Then ain't that a bitch? I'm a fucking pussy if I flinch. Like, what the fuck?
Get the fuck out of my house.
It's like, what? You had a sword.
Think about it. Any other kid, shit, you flinch. Get the fuck out of my house. Everybody loves the win.
Wrong movie, D. Wrong
I know.
song.
I don't give it. Look, wrong movie, wrong song. Doesn't matter.
No, Frank Dux.
Movie.
No, the Frank Dux flashback would cut to him in front of the wharf fishing, and then credits.
Frank Dux did not go to the Kumite. He did not learn martial arts. He will never forget. He will never forget being scared straight by Mr. Tanaka in his house.
Frank Dux now runs 10 McDonald franchises. It's great.
He's currently in his second divorce, but he's moving back to his homeland of France.
Oh my god, dude, the flashbacks is wild. And Aaron's pointed this out with the whole because during this whole time, the 20 minutes and stuff,
the training montage and stuff. So, I was quick to sit there and say the whole shit with the rope and the splits. I was like, get the fuck out of here, Frank. You didn't do that shit, right? I could hear how angry Chris was in the chat when he said all that. I said,
Aaron's calmed me down because he's like, no, that was Van Damme's idea. I was like, okay, thank you.
I said, I guarantee you dollars to donuts that this was all Van Damme. All Van Damme.
You have to understand, if we're going to do this movie, they got to show my physique. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to show the splits. Maybe my balls will come out. Can we do it? Oh, I have to wear the gear. Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry, man. That whole dude, when he had them ropes and tied it and stretched it, I was like, first off, number one, ouch. Number two, something got fucking strained. Your groin got strained on that one. I don't care what the hell you say. You got a strained groin after that one. But the fact that
go ahead.
Number three, the fact that Frank literally had power enough to close his legs, and I was like, all right, Frank, you had leg power to just break yourself out of it. Fine.
So was that the
Chris? That is like, hey, Chris, that was the power of the nutsack.
That was all for the nutsack. It was all the growing region. That's the whole point of stretching me out. I got to get used to it. Got to get, reps it in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, of course, this is supposed to be Frank Dux experiencing this for the first time, but Van Damme was like, this is a Tuesday.
You have to understand. When I was a young boy, I blasted my nutsack when I was 4 years old. Ever since then, I was able to do the splits.
Here's the thing. Frank Dux is also because he was in the military and stuff. He went AWOL to participate in the Kumite, which I'm like, so you went AWOL and the military sends two guys, Forrest Whitaker and this other guy, to chase after you. The military
had big ass tasers, Chris.
Never mind that. How about the fact that Frank was able to get off the base that damn easy?
Second off, the military would just send a fucking in the mail to you that you're fucking out after you went AWOL. They wouldn't even fucking send two people coming after you because they really hyped them up as like, Frank, you're too special for important for the military. You can't participate in the Kumite. I'm like, first off, how the fuck did you find out?
Okay, I understand. He's special ops, man. This is a true story about Frank Dux. Real quick, this is a real true story about Frank Dux. Frank Dux has stuff in his military record that has been redacted and rewritten several times because he has done recon, even though he's never left the United States.
But let me say this again.
I saw that, Chris. The look on Chris's face, like, motherfucker.
Let me say
I'm
this.
military, man, and that makes me mad. I'm like, look, as a guy that just worked on jets, I wasn't on the front lines. I wholeheartedly admit that. You think I'm gonna lie and be like, yeah, I was fucking on the front lines of Iraq? No, I wasn't. Fuck that. No.
I was an American.
Listen, man. Let me tell you something. The fact that he was able to get off the base with ease, what I mean?
Well, let's be real. Military security ain't shit. So
no, that doesn't matter. It's the fact that he was able to get off the base. Period. He was able.
That's
to.
What we call movie laxed.
Yes. Thank you, bro. First of all, I love the fact that my man comes in to take him to see the colonel, and when he finds out, oh shit, he done gave me the slip and ran out. Ran out the shower. He goes to tell the colonel. Did anybody else notice how ADR that scene was?
Amongst many of ADRs.
I'm about to say about like 5 other scenes that were fit.
But this was like the most, but this one was by far the most noticeable ADR.
Also, shout outs to Forrest Whitaker, young Forrest Whitaker, that was just so he was just so fresh and green in the movies and was just like, oh man, this is great. I'm in an action movie. Yay.
It's like, so like, what am I going to be doing? I'm chasing around Van Damme. Huh?
With Taser? All right.
All right.
Cool. That's what's up. That's great.
So Frank had enough time, mind you. Again, this is the movie. He had enough time to elude the military, get to his teacher's home, pay his respects, let him know he's going to Hong Kong, stare at the freaking sword for a whole ass 25 minutes, and then hopped on a plane and went to Hong Kong.
I mean, just like that. I mean, and the fact that the movie also shows like everybody else that were like that's gonna be part of the Kumite flying into Hong Kong too and stuff. It just, again, it's like Enter the Dragon. I think this is, Enter Dragon kind of had the same motif of everybody rolling into this one place to meet up and stuff. And, it's, and the fact that Frank has to literally qualify and show his proof by doing that bullshit ass Denmark. I was like, what?
Bro, okay. So this would be like going to Evo, and you have to qualify to go into pools.
It's like, what the fuck? I just paid my $100. I'm not in pools. Nah, man, you gotta prove yourself.
It's like, prove yourself. How do you prove yourself? You got to play ladder number 300 on MK9.
No. You gotta you gotta keep it simple, sir. You can't just You gotta
come on, it's fair, man.
You gotta do the Sean Perry from Third Strike.
The Sean Perry, a perfect Sean Perry. You can't miss not one basketball.
No. The minimum balls that you can get is 5.
No, it's got to be more than that.
No. See, Chris makes a good point because it's possible. Number one,
you can fuck up and not get 5.
No. See, it's possible because you can, in fact, parry the first 5 and fuck up the rest.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you can totally fuck up the rest. Actually, that's where I get all mine in on the back end of them jumps, like the late straight ones. Like, I got that one. See, all right, I did all right.
Or if you being a sadist, you be that one asshole. No Denmark. We go Street Fighter 2. Kill that car over there.
Kill the car.
Kill the car.
Kill the car. No, kill the car. The time limit is 30 seconds. You have you have to do it in less than 15.
What are you going to do? I'm going over to those barrels. They're going to just throw a whole lot of barrels down. I got to kick a bunch of them. Hopefully, wait a minute. I got to break them. Shit. All right.
Meanwhile, Chong Lee is just sitting in the back like, I don't have to do shit because I'm Chong motherfucking Lee.
I like how Chong would sit there with that resting bitch face.
Look. Bolo Young always has resting bitch face. That's what's
I call it Bolo Young face.
The Bolo Young face.
No, when he doesn't
wait, hey Chris, stares and Bolo.
Listen, Bolo would make me not want to talk to him, even though I've heard he's very nice in person anyways. So it's like, he's very nice, but it's just Bolo just has a presence to him that it's like, how's it going, Mr. Bolo? How's it going? Oh, okay. Man,
the funny thing is he would look at you and be like, you don't have to be afraid of me. I'm a nice guy.
It's like, oh my God, thank you.
I like the cracks of your voice here. Why are you running? Why? No, what's happened?
Dude, when Frank does the Denmark, I like how Bolo again pulled this shit from fucking Enter the Dragon. Brick,
like,
don't hit back.
Good, but brick, not hit back. I'm like, when I heard him say that, I go, okay, Bolo, I get it. You miss your good buddy Bruce Lee.
Also, shout out to Ray Jackson having a hard on wanting to fuck up Chong Lee the whole time. I was like, you know what? That is American energy I can respect. He saw the strongest guy in the room. I was like, I'm gonna fuck that nigga up right now.
Dude, he did. He straight up wrecked one guy and took enough time to walk over to the corner and say, "I'm gonna kill you, man."
That is pure American right there. I mean, that is American in a nutshell. I beat this one out. Now I'll fuck you up when I see you. Like, whoa,
dude, it's the fact that he wasted. Hold on. This is how much this shit was on his mind. He wasted no time taking that dude out just to walk over to that corner of the ring and say, "I'm gonna kill you."
I love the peak American of it. It's so great.
Only thing this nigga was missing was like the USA bandana, the whole entire Kumite, man. Well, he had one, the Harley Davidson.
He had the Harley Davidson, man. That was enough.
American nigga.
Nigga, only thing that missing, as soon as he pointed out Chong Lee, I was waiting for an eagle to just fly out of nowhere.
Yes. I need to see an eagle and out of nowhere the American flag just soaring in the wind.
Oh God, Ray Charles breaks out, America. America.
Hold on, this was 88. Get James Brown living in America.
Man.
Living in America.
I mean, bro, like again, I respect that energy. It wasn't no hesitation. He's like, nah, he the strongest person in the world. I want to kill him.
Here's the funny thing.
And not only that, he's the world. He was also the world champ too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the the great thing about that, Chris. What really adds on, I agree with it. That's American. Here's the thing. Even if you're black, yeah, that's American. That's American thing. Americans be like, nah, you nigga.
It's like fade on deck.
Fade.
Yo,
nobody in this tournament matters. It is all on you.
That is an American thing. You know what the NBA basketball team does every Olympics? They look around. Ooh, Croatia thinks they bad.
I mean, I'm sorry. The biggest American energy equivalent to Ray Jackson was when Vince Carter dunked over that Lithuanian dude. That was like, yo.
What about that time Jordan dropped like 40 on? Who was that? Like, fuck, what are the niggas on? That was pure USA.
Dude, somebody pissed off Jordan that day. He's like, nah, nigga, give me the ball. I'm fucking these motherfuckers.
Nah, that's some Moan Biles. That's some Moan Biles backflipping 80 times and a bunch of Chinese bitches just walking out the gym.
I gotta say, man, Ray was already feeling some type of way, seeing how Van Damme done cooked him in Karate Champ at the hotel.
It's like I had this shit. I got a fucking Neo Geo home. This motherfucker fucking cooking me in that Karate Champ. This is some bullshit, right?
You know what?
My man OCV. He owed OCV straight 3-0'd Ray Jackson.
Gotta be real though, man. I do respect that Ray Jackson, despite him getting his ass whooped, was like, you know what? I like the cut of this Frank Dux jib. I'm gonna be friends with him.
Well, my man said, hey, if you want to see some real fighting, you gotta see me in the Kumite. Oh, I'm actually here for the Kumite.
Oh.
And then we get the little light jabs at each other. Aren't you a little young for full contact? Aren't you a little old for video games? You want to go at it? No, his touche was, you want to go at it again, don't you? Yeah. My man straight 3-0.
Yo.
And at that point, after he beats him, here's Ray Jackson. Oh my God. Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Yeah, that's what that was right there. He's like, hold you like, yeah. Wait a minute. You talk like French. You're not gonna blow me in the back, are you? No, like, no. Here's right. All right, cool. I was just checking, man. I'm just checking. Yeah. I ain't down with that game.
Yeah, I like also that throughout the tournament, Chong Lee has the disapproving stare until Frank Dux breaks his record. He's like, this motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him.
Dude,
broke my record.
I love how the white American just walks into the ancient Chinese Kumite.
Hold on, D. Let me say.
I love that.
D, I'm sorry. You have to say the correct term. He entered the Kokurukai.
Kokurukai. Yep.
The Kokurukai.
Also,
Eris, blow a goose.
Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna say this, man. Look, my thing is this: like, I've been in fights in my lifetime. If you ask me right now, hey Chris, I will pay you $5 million to be in it if the Kumite was real in real life. I will look at you and be like, yo, go suck a dick. I ain't taking part in the Kumite.
I want no part of that smoke.
$5 million would not get me the smoke. I would probably die. No.
Look, real talk. D will get on the plane. I'll make it to Hong Kong. The second I see Jimmy Hart, hey, follow me. No. This is a bad idea. I'll see y'all at the airport. This is a bad idea.
Because when Chong Lee beats the shit out of old boy, you see his blood is splattered on the carpet. These motherfuckers just drag the dude off and come up there like the mop boys in the NBA and just scrub the shit off and keep it going. I was like, no.
You're moving. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, man.
My man took the gold tooth too. On top of that, was like, oh
yeah, the gold tooth that was during Van Damme's bout, which I gotta get. Look, I'll get to Van Damme versus Hussein in a moment. Oh, bro,
what is bet?
The fuck,
my son's.
God damn it! I hate you, Chris. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Listen, first of all,
hold on, real quick. There was a funny joke that happened though with this. I meant to tell you this. While we watch these fights, my middle child, nah, he looked like what's his name off of Tekken? Donnie. No, he looked like Rashid. Rashid from Street Fighter. Street Fighter. He doesn't even have a beard. What are you talking about? He looks like the other guy. Man, Tay and Donnie are going back and forth and saying who they look like.
I'm about to say, like, D, if you're trying to say that Hussein looks like either Rashid or Shaheen from Tekken, they're both wrong.
There's a tinge of racist. There's some
that's what the funny part about it is.
It's racist.
All they see is the turban.
It's racist, and yet I respect it because if I was a kid, I'd be thinking the same damn thing.
That's what I was cracking up.
Like, bro, first of all, we are introduced to our, and I'm gonna say it, we're introduced to our plucky reporter.
Plucky reporter.
Not now, April O'Neil.
Now, Eris, what was our favorite? Now, this was our early Three Black Geeks thing, and hopefully we'll bring it back, but we haven't been able to say it lately. Eris, why is she there?
Well, she is there to get the entire story on the Kumite,
which we call the big
scoop.
I gotta ask this.
We used to say that all the time. There was a lot of 80s movies. Hey, I'm just trying to find out what happened. She got like a camera in her hand or some shit.
Bro, she's got the camera, she's got the microphone, she's got notepads.
No, I like the one that I like the one that drags a full ass cameraman with her. I love those.
I swear the only thing missing from her was like what was it? Event professional vest.
Dude, I swear the only reason why
press event.
I swear to God, I think the only reason why she's at the Kumite is because her boss went on a fucking coke bender and was like, I heard about a Kumite from some Chinaman the other night at this party.
Chris used the right racist nomenclature that white people said.
Mind you, her boss was literally the inspiration for Vernon from Ninja Turtles.
You are the lion.
It's like I need you to go to Hong Kong for this Kumite.
Listen, Toots, I need you to go over there.
Let me tell you something, sweet cheeks.
We got to get the scoop on this Kumite.
Smoking the dirtiest cigar ever. It says, listen, I'm gonna fly you out to Hong Kong. Like, I'm gonna need you to get the full story on the Kumite. Believe me, and I want it done so we can put it up on the 6 o'clock news. That doesn't give me enough time to get over there and even get settled and figure. I gotta get into the tournament to begin with. I gotta
get my passport first.
I gotta get my
hold on, dude. I got my passport. How am I even supposed to get in there? It's not my problem, baby cakes. And he literally smacks her on the back of her ass.
But sir, honestly, I know this is out of my range, but financially, this just doesn't make any sense. Just for how long? 15-minute segment. Y'all ought to say yes to that. Most people are die for that. 15 minutes on the Kumite. Now get over there now. Now get back over there. Back over here. I gotta be less one of these inserts. Jesus Christ.
It is so random.
It is so terrible.
I'm sorry. It is so random. It's like you got this random reporter from America reporting on the Kumite that will probably be in like the style section of the fucking paper on like.
Let me tell you something.
Like the page 6 and shit.
And let me tell you something. I'm thinking like fights like this. It will be like an exclusive to like a big time magazine, or at least an enthusiast magazine.
Karate Weekly.
No. Much like the one that Frank Dux displayed his life to in Black Belt magazine, and that's the one that everybody breaks.
Is that
out.
a real magazine, D? Don't tell me that's
yes,
made up.
Black Belt.
Okay.
Black Belt magazine is a very real magazine. I mean, when I was doing Taekwondo, they try to get me get my dad to buy it or some bullshit. But anyway, but I remember that as a kid. But anyway, that being said, he displayed his whole life of what he did in the Marines and all the rest of that shit, and everybody breaks that out. This motherfucker went from saying that everything I said there was 100% true to they fabricated to the story to I had to change up the events because real life it was a top secret mission and I couldn't give away names. This nigga has been like Eric Chris. This nigga has been literally scamming since the mid-'80s. I had to bring that up.
Nobody was checking.
I had to bring that up. You brought up a reporter. I'm thinking who would go to the Kumite?
Nigga,
who? USA Today, the Washington Post, the Chicago Herald. Who the fuck would go down there?
Guys, here's the fucked up part about all this, right? Frank Dux was doing their early Comic-Con fucking train back in the days when Comic-Con was in the fucking the banquet hall of hotels and shit back in the day. He was doing them fucking appearances. He had to have been.
Real talk firehouses. Real talk
firehouses. It's
shout outs to the firehouse.
It's
firehouses and the occasional Sheraton.
He's like, hey kids, come to the Sheraton Hotel. You get to meet Frank Dux from Bloodsport.
No. It'd be like a regular ass Sheraton though, Chris. It'd be like a regular ass, just one conference room. Just one
actually, it'd be like the DoubleTree Hotel near my dad's job at UPS and shit, where they still hold the hotel comic conventions, where it's just the long boxes where you just walk in there. It's like, oh, it's a long box convention. All right.
On a really slow season of Best Western.
Oh, I got a question. I know both of y'all been on the road, we all been on the road a bunch of times and all that shit. So I got this good question. When you got to go to one of those roadside hotels and all that, are you like me, where you first off, continental breakfast, that has to be a thing, right? But here's the thing. Are you like me, where it's is there a pool in this bitch? Y'all lame.
Okay. I was kind of sort of like that when I was road tripping back from California to Maryland when me and my dad slept in at this hotel in El Paso, and I was like, oh, it got a pool. All right, it's a good hotel. I like this.
Yeah, it's like every now and then you're like, oh, bet. It don't even cross your mind. You're like, I do got shorts. Fucking, I don't care.
It could be the most trap hotel ever, and it's like, hey, got a pool.
Like, shit, I'm at least put my feet in. It's hot today. It was hot today, I'd be on my phone.
Hey, guys. So, guys, check this out. So, going back to this reporter, she's actually one of ours.
Oh, she's from Baltimore. Yeah.
Leah Ayers. She's from Baltimore.
Probably from the county side of Baltimore. She ain't from the city.
Well, she did go to she went to the university. Where'd she go?
She went to Tufts.
Yeah, she went to Tufts University and in New York.
I know you was gonna say. I know you was gonna be she ain't from the city. Eric's like, actually she is. She's from the east side. What?
What? She's from the east side, bro.
I don't know. Leah Ayers look Leah Ayers look like she from the county. She don't look like she even stepped foot in Baltimore.
Plus she retired. Plus she's retired from acting. She was only acting from 79 to 98.
She had a short.
She had her heyday. She did the funny part is you look at her filmography. She did the usual stopovers on Love Boat and Fantasy Island and Married with Children and Who's the Boss. It's like that's a stopover right there. You get on Love Boat, it's like, man, everybody been on Love Boat.
The stopover now is any of the NCISs, any of the CIS, the NCIS, CSI, Law and Order. Everybody go. You want the Law and Order back. You want the Law and Order back because that's how even with CSI, if I'm a dead body, I'm going for it, nigga.
Might as well.
Shit, man. Look, Chris, that is almost 35 million people a night.
And here's the thing. Your boy Hussein is doing the typical, I want this white woman to be one of my many women in my whole, crew of women to fuck, and she ain't having it.
Hey guys, look. I just got one thing to say.
Are we about to see some top? Oh, so go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. I just have to say this about this scene. This is in no way stereotypical at all. This is in no way. stereotypical. I want to clear the racism. Stop laughing, Chris. I want to clear the racism up.
You can't see me, but I'm literally holding up the Looney Tunes style sign that says toxic masculinity intensifies.
Yo, this nigga just straight up like, so y'all gonna rape her? What the? They roll up on her so hard, yo.
Bruh,
Like,
the fact that they were all cornering her. They were all cornering her. Him and his crews cornered her. I'm looking at her like, yo, if the internet existed back in the day, we would have seen a hot ass Brazzers logo in that corner.
Nigga, I gotta say this one thing though. How did you like? And yo, if you said this is racist, fuck you. I don't. That's who he looks like to me. How did y'all like Apu's co-worker? That was.
So wait, so D, so you tell me that this wait, D, so you tell me this is where he is when he's not running the quickie mark.
Yo, that nigga, he had the open button shirt ready for action. I'm like, yo, get out of here, nigga. This nigga washed his hell, roll it up,
this man rolls up with the hamburger meat hanging out.
Listen, man, look, this is why I love this movie, because it's like, look, I know you get a lot of film snobs and you get a lot of woke folks. I'm not using woke as like a negative term here, but just people that, being politically correct.
Woke white people.
And some black folks. And some black folks too.
Yeah. Let's do it.
But like, let's bring the appreciation of this movie goes over on them because they're like, I didn't like Bloodsport 2. It's too stereotypical. I'm like, that's the fucking point, because it was the 80s.
Look. I keep on telling this to niggas that want to bring that up in the middle of wrestling. Dog. Shut up.
I'm like, when were you? I just asked one question. When were you born? 1999?
Mm-hmm. Understand. As somebody that watched,
if I hit anything past 1991, shut up.
My thing is this: even with me, I wasn't a big Junkyard Dog fan, but I wasn't offended. It's like, it's wrestling. What the fuck? What are you going?
Like, man, you like, man, that's stereotypical. I'm like, yo, you think this is fucked up? Look what they do to the Asian people. So shut the fuck, yo.
I say this is somebody that
a stereotype.
Nigga, we all as kids watched No Holds Barred and watched that white man beat the shit out of a fucking black guy in a movie. I'm just saying, at some point,
who was clearly in a different weight class.
Which even as a kid, I'm like, Zeus is gonna fuck up Hulk Hogan, ain't he?
First of all, Zeus was in a completely different weight class from Hogan. Let's keep that a stack.
Let's keep that a stack. And number two, I just got to be honest with you. Zeus couldn't wrestle. Anyway,
Zeus couldn't wrestle.
Hey, D,
I know Zeus, Hogan couldn't wrestle.
Hey, Zeus couldn't wrestle. But if you told me in real life who could fuck up who, I'm like, I'm putting money on Zeus.
I'm just gonna put Zeus on there every day.
Tiny Listen will fuck up Hulk Hogan in his prime, even then. So
Tiny he literally would have turned it. He literally would have turned into Debo and gave him that standing uppercut real quick.
I got a question. Which rating is the highest for Tiny Zeus Lester? Would it be Debo? Would that be his like 97?
It's Debo.
Oh, it's Debo.
It's definitely
Debo. 97. It'd be the 97. If you got little trading card things, it'd be like 99. I
don't know, D. It's, you know what? Debo and Zeus is the equivalent to fucking. Do you like Renegade Biker Undertaker, or do you like the Dark Dead Man?
No way, D. Hold up, I got one for you. If we were to go off of shoes, Tiny would be Zeus from No Holds Barred would be the Jordan 1s. Debo is the Space Jams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, real talk though. If it was a fighting game, the one I would really rock with and probably really fuck niggas up with. Next Friday, Debo. This is the rematch, Debo. I will probably fuck niggas up.
I don't know. First of all, wait, hold on, D. I'm gonna stop you.
He's weaker. He's weaker than Friday, Debo.
He got nerfed. He got nerfed hard because nigga, he jobbed his way to an attack dog.
He went from a 90. He went from a 90. He went to a 97 to like an 82. It's like, what happened now?
But Chris, check it out. You go to all the tournaments. Everybody getting next Friday, Debo though. That nigga combo's nice though.
But check this out. So like as we're about to avoid attempted rape here in the lobby at that, Shut up, both of you. Don't laugh at this.
No one
Don't laugh. Don't laugh at this.
Rape? What's that?
Please don't laugh at this. Listen.
Oh God! This is proof that Eric's didn't even make a joke about rape, and we're already laughing.
That's what I'm saying.
Joke's funny. See, we didn't even say nothing offensive yet. We're laughing.
I'm not even trying to be offensive. I am literally trying to get us through this scene.
I want people to understand this before.
Chris, I'm looking at Chris. Chris is egging me on. I'm sorry.
Before Eric goes on, you gotta understand, folks. Like, again, it's the '80s. We literally just laughed at fucked up shit like rape. I want you to understand, like, yo, like,
hold on, Chris. Keep the connotations, man. It was attempted. Okay,
we laughed at attempted rape.
Alleged attempted rape.
Like, because it was like literally, unless the rape was on the level of like the Lifetime movie shit that you saw at the time and stuff, where it's like, oh shit, that's wrong. No.
We were, first of all, the only thing that happens in this movie is aggravated sexual assault.
It's a habitual line stepping on this.
It's habitual line stepping followed by domestic abuse. Because did you see us, like, Hussein cock back that hand for that slap?
Don't give me lit, woman.
I gotta be honest with you. I never understand the men that want to bruise their meat. I never understand that shit. I will never get that. I will never get that. In the middle of sex, have at you. But why beforehand?
Kind of what you want the sex to be fun, right? Why would you beat your?
I don't want to bruise it before I get.
What are we doing here, guys?
And shout out to Van Damme timing. Okay, my man cocks back, grabs the hand, and says, "Like, what's happening here?" It's like you can clearly see the girl doesn't want to go anywhere with you. And again, we get some dubbing. I love the dubbing. He's the American who makes shits with bricks.
I want to know who wrote that line.
I really do. Actually, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I don't want to know.
That was Eris. It's time for me to do a joke. I don't like Doug Walker no more, but now it's time for me to take a joke that Doug Walker would say. Wait a minute, who made this movie? Cannon. Yeah, all right, cool.
But it did.
Of course, it would be canon.
So we get a very nice collection of just straight dub acting here.
I mean, who knew that you needed subtitles for this one scene? Like 5 different people.
Between Van Damme saying, "Okay, how about a challenge? I got this coin here. If you could take it, I said, no. Do you gamble? What's his bet?" Bear in mind, that was the 12th take, and that was the one they sat on.
12th take? That was like the fucking 50th take before they said, fuck it. Fine.
See, Chris, you mean. I'm trying to be nice, okay? He's already got a lot against him. Then
again, this is canon, so that probably was the first take, and it was like, that's the best we're gonna get. Fuck it, let's go. Let's keep this going. Keep it going.
So he does the coin trick, right? And and again, just to show you how badass Frank Dux is, we get like a very quick flashback to him snatching fish out of the water with like with Tanaka Sensei, right?
Tanaka knocking his ass upside his head with a fucking stick every time he messes up on that shit.
And him learning how to set the plate blindfolded and anticipate a punch blindfolded. So
no. Tanaka was a dick for that. First off, how you gonna have him setting the table blindfold? That's bullshit. That does nothing.
That's what I told my kids, because my kids is like, that's what Dad would do, is he'll hit us upside the head every time we miss a ball. Like, you goddamn right, nigga. You ain't steady your arm when you shoot. I mean, then we saw the little plate scene. Here's me. Now, see, that's just torture. Why would you do that to a child, man?
I mean, look, what would you... Now, hold on. What would you... Chris D, you both say that. What would you rather Tanaka do? Have him carry some cinder blocks from one end of the house back to the front of the house?
Yes, because it builds character. That's why.
It's got to build character. Wait, hold on. I'm not done. So then he gets into a fight with some soul-singing niggas from the corner?
I swear to God.
They put on the boxing gloves.
You know what? At this
and
point,
a pregnant Mrs. Tanaka comes running outside. I'm done, man. I can't do this.
I hate you, Eris. Eris, you know what? We just said every type of karate fucking reference. I might as well give one that's just random. Michelangelo do a backflip. There you go.
CCD, you know what? I ain't saying D does this to his kids. I'm pretty sure he definitely raises his kids 100% right. But he probably would do some bullshit like, all right, Donnie, put this blindfold on. You're gonna learn how to get to the court blindfold.
Crap. No. Here's the thing I've learned. Discipline and repetition. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else.
No gimmicks.
No real gimmicks. So here's D's plan. I'm just getting you to the coach. Oh, you think I'm going to teach you plays? No. I hate talking to you niggas half the time because y'all don't listen to me. So what makes you think I'm going to coach you?
But see,
this is just your transitioning period. I want you to get it's like this. I just want you to get on the team. And then niggas like, oh shit, man, you actually know how to play defense. You like, yeah, my dad taught me, bitch. And like, yeah, because you ain't got no daddy. Because that's what I did, and I got beat up like one time saying that shit.
Little does Donnie know with the blindfold. D just taught him that when he shit talks somebody will throw Pakistan in his face and he could block it. It's great.
Oh my god, yeah. I do want to do like some little thing where my kids are like playing basketball. I throw water on the ground. They slip with their ankle. You will learn to dodge the water. That's what it is. That's so stupid. Why would you do that to a child? Dude, why would you do that to your
Frank is literally giving them food and serving them tea, and I was like, that is the most stressful shit ever because you fucked that up. Tanaka is gonna fuck you up for free.
Yo, never.
Tanaka fucks you up while you're blindfolded.
Yo, not only you serving this nigga tea, I'm looking at this shit.
Hot ass tea too. It ain't even regular tea. Hot ass tea.
Yo, I'm thinking like, Miss Sealy didn't have to go through all this shit dealing with Mr. on Color Purple. You mean to tell me?
Only because that scene is cut. Why do I got a feeling? Sure, he managed to anticipate his attack after setting the table. Right? Hold on. Why does Tanaka force him to eat dinner with the blindfold still on?
Mrs. Tanaka, honey,
you're using a salad. You're using a salad fork. You are filled.
Backflips now. 10.
1.
Frank, go do your kata.
But no. Wait, real quick. I got a question. What happened to his son?
Okay,
his son
wanted to ask that question too.
His son apparently got killed in the Kumite, which is why Frank went into the Kumite, because his son got killed. Because Tanaka basically was hesitant on training Frank for the Kumite because he didn't want the same fate to happen to Frank that happened to his son. Basically, that's
hold on. It wasn't just that. No, see, remember, Chris. The line I believe was, "You have so much to teach. Teach me. I can do it." Excuse me. I need to bring all of 1945 into this. You are not Japanese. You are not a Tanaka. All right. Okay.
Only thing missing was Gaijin at the end.
Save that for Tokyo Drift, where they overused the fuck out of that line.
Listen, I love Tokyo Drift, but they really were just like, yo, we hate this fucking cracker. All right, we're going to say Gaijin every step of the way.
Because here's the thing. White people are not usually in the position of being the minority. So they think when they're the minority, they just get shitted on no matter what. Like, nobody, like, that's the reason why I hate 8 Mile so much. It's like, oh, shut up. Shut up, Em. Shut the fuck up. You know that didn't happen in the hood.
That's why Bow Wow and Tokyo Drift looked at fucking the old boy, looked at him like, nigga, you ain't black, so whatever, dog. You fine.
They kept saying Gaijin over and over again like it was a racial slur.
Meanwhile,
meanwhile,
Twink gets whole niggas thrown at him every fucking day and shit.
Every fucking day.
Right.
I'm sorry. So it just always makes me laugh when the white guy is like doing Asian things, and the Asian people like, oh, he's mastered the arts. like I always laugh at shit like this.
Dude, how do you think I felt when it came to the fucking kickboxing movies when they got fucking Sasha Mitchell to play it? I was like, wow, we're doubling down on a white boy that knows this.
Oh, yes, we are. We promised to do. We did Kickboxer. We did promise to do the second Kickbox. A part of me is thinking that we should just keep that tradition, but I don't know. Whatever.
So you mean to tell me that that's what happened to his son? Like his son actually did enter the Kumite?
Yeah, his son is the Kumite and got killed, basically.
Okay. All right, that makes sense because they did not clarify that shit in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I mean, the movie didn't outright say it, but it alluded to it because even Tanaka was like the Kumite, like, no, you're not doing that, and it's like, no, because basically I think he got invited to it, and that's why and stuff. But I just like, look, we talk about fucking Hussein fighting and stuff, fucking skinny ass fucking Sagat that Frank fought. Well, actually, no, my bad, not Sagat. Brad Burns from fucking Virtua Fighter.
Brad Burns, my man Parodies.
Man, got fucked up for free. In fact, there's a video online of all the Bloodsport fights to Mortal Kombat fatalities and shit. Frank Dux took out pretty much a good chunk of the fucking competition.
He did. He literally took out a good, like you said, a good chunk of people. Your boy Parodies got the freaking Anderson treatment. He got the Anderson special, especially when Chong Lee fucked up his leg. Bro.
Listen. If you talk, dude, if I'm at a tournament and say I make it out of my first two fights, right? I'm like, all right, cool. They said next up, Chris, you got to fight Chong Lee. Nah, nigga. Good. Nope, I'm done.
Nope. Like, I'm already tapping out, bro. I'm tapping out. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing this.
Here's the fucked up part. Chong Lee probably look at me like, smart man. It's like, no, sir, Chong Lee, I do not want smoke. You got it. You win.
You have all of that. I literally see the power of soul, like in your flexing pecs.
I'm sorry, man. Look, I have been in fights. I've been punched in my stomach. That's not a good threat. Now imagine you getting punched in the stomach by Chong Lee. You're shitting on that fucking floor and dead. I'm just saying.
Like CJ, this is a man who literally killed a man by kicking him directly in the throat.
Thank you. Any other person that gets kicked in the throat is like, oh shit, that hurts. This motherfucker, you're dead on arrival.
I mean, pinpoint accuracy, kicked a vital spot in the throat. My man was done. Died instantly.
MK X-ray shit to pop in like
that shit was cool.
Dude, but earlier on when I say Ray Jackson pointed out Chong Lee, I still like how Chong Lee looked around like, what, you talking to me, nigga? Like, all right.
If there was anyone out of all the fighters who wanted to smoke with Chong, it was definitely Ray.
But then you got the fucking African dude going up to Van Damme and giving the whole.
That dude, you know what? We didn't. First of all, look. First of all, that scene alone is hilariously funny. Okay,
because I didn't know that Zion Williams' dad was in this movie.
Hey, yo, somebody tell Michael. Hold up, D. Before you continue to tell the story of what happened to Michael Blackson's uncle, I need you to understand. My man did
that, man.
My man
I was drinking water. Don't do this shit, nigga.
My man was doing so much in the facial expressions without saying a word. He like just showcasing his prowess, right? Of yo, I am going to murder you in this ring. Didn't even have to say it. He just acted it. And my man, shout out to the referee. All you heard was Hajime. What? Gets washed in 2 hits.
Also,
hold up. First of all, how the fuck do you get hit with a standing roundhouse into a combat roll, jump kick out of the ring?
This is the best part about it. The best part about it is, to me, this is some of the best acting in the movie too, because when he got hit, notice when he was backing up, homeboy looked like he was already gone. And when Van Damme kicked him out the ring, he was like leaning forward. You ever see a nigga in a boxing ring lean forward where they're knocked the fuck out and they're just standing up? That's how he looked. It was some of the best acting in the movie. I'm not even
the shit that had me rolling. I like how fucking Chong Lee rode up on fucking Great Value Bruce Lee. Like he had fucking armor in a fucking video game and shit. Dude was kicking him. He just kept
Vivaldi.
He's allowed. Like first of all, it's Bolo. All right, give it Bolo's size as a martial artist. That man is allowed 1 hit point of armor. No, he's allowed to observe he can absorb attacks. 1 point of armor. He got that.
That was the Tekken fucking armor where the guy does the fucking the shit in fucking Tekken 6 when you do the super and you do an armor move that just breaks it. Like, yeah, that shit ain't working, dog. That's all he did in the movie. And fucking Bruce Lee just all of a sudden kicks. It's like, it's not doing anything. No, not like this.
Like, now keep in mind, the only person who was actually taking notes on all of Chong Lee's fights was Frank.
Oh, of course, because Ray wasn't going to take notes. Ray is just like, the whole time, just like I admire his
also,
strength.
Also start movie and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he took notes. He noticed things.
He noticed everything.
He just noticed a lot of things about Chong, which was interesting. He was like, "Hey, look, man, go for the gut."
Yeah.
All right.
Your man Gan Ryu almost fucking took it to Chong Lee, and Chong Lee was like, "Oh, this nigga fucking all right, cool, got you. This guy about that work."
Look, here's the thing that killed me about Chong Lee through the whole tournament. He respected everybody's punch. Notice that every time somebody
I don't know, man.
Chong be like, "Woo!"
I don't know, dude. I don't know, D. That first Great Value Bruce Lee, he didn't respect that motherfucker at all.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, no.
Remember, no. Did you love the subtle neck snap after he got him on the ground?
Oh, you mean? You mean this guy's?
Yes.
Yeah. I love that. It's like I ain't do it.
Not the first. Hold on. Not the first guy. I'm not even talking about the first guy that you literally see him open palm smack upside the temple. Not that one. That was just a clean knock.
Yeah, that was right.
It was a clean knockout, and he does not know math anymore.
But then again, he put the dude in the sleeper, so it's like, hey, Chom, just let him go. You put him in the sleeper, man. He's done. Man.
See, this movie reeks of a guy who knows how to write a movie, and it reeks of a guy who's telling you all this shit that don't know shit about fighters. It reeks of it, doesn't it? Like, why? What was the point of you slapping him upside the head after all of that, man? What's the point?
Also, I'm also that mad at Chong Lee damn near put the fucking Black Takuma and knocked his ass out and shit. Yes, I caught that because they did a subtle fight where apparently Black Takuma was fighting Chong Lee, and Chong Lee was about ready to put him in the fucking put him in the sharpshooter. I'm like, oh, Chong Lee got wrestling moves? Oh no, he just punched him in the back of the head. All right, cool. That's what's
and that shit was quick too. I mean, my man rolled up on him. Like Chong just rolled up on the brother and just punch, fight over.
Bro, Sumo Dude is what got me, man. I laughed. I was like, damn, Sumo Dude gonna fuck Chong Lee up. Like, all right. But that's what's up and stuff.
I think it was two because the first guy, remember, Frank fought him in the finals.
Yeah, it was the Sumo and then Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson fucking rushed his ass down, and Ray, again, like typical Americans, like I won, and then Frank is like, "Hey, guy, turn around. It's not over, Ray. It's not over, Ray."
But first of all, how do you damn near take out Chong in 2 hits? 2 hits.
Hey, Chong, I would say this: Chong kind of sort of underestimated Ray a little bit. If you want to be real,
okay, he might have underestimated him, but son, he got hit. The first hit was one thing. You grabbed this kick. You stopped her like again, was that right leg? I was like, nope. Frank warned me. Grab the right leg, counter it, throw that shit away, and then go for the old faithful Dragon Ball overhead slam. Overhead the double-handed overhead attack. Dude, and that actually worked. I was so amazed that it worked.
See, yo, here's the fucked up part. If Ray didn't get arrogant, he probably would have fucking killed Chong Lee. I'll be like, damn, this would have been the most anticlimactic movie ever. So we're getting Frank Dux versus Ray Jackson.
Which
like
would
this would be like Ken versus Ryu. It's like this ain't really fun anymore. It's just a joke at this point.
No, unless it's Ryu. No, wait,
just goes into murder mode.
No. I'm sorry, Chris. It would be Ryu versus brainwashed violent Ken from the Street Fighter movie.
Can you just say violent Ken? I love
violent Ray.
I give anybody points for using the title violent.
Violent Ken.
I love people that.
I swear to God, SNK. Somebody at SNK Playmore really thought that they were being edgy with like, all right, evil Ken. No, not edgy enough. Violent Ken.
Yeah, suck a dick, character.
and we gave him Super Saiyan hair. Fuck you, Ryu can't do that shit.
Dude, the artwork on him was ridiculous. My man had like they gave him hair. No, they gave him like first of all they gave him Super Saiyan white hair and super tan skin at that.
Akuma could never.
But no. So
hold up before you continue. Can you imagine though the fucking alternate ending? Ray Jackson is holding up Bolo's hand and Frank Dux is like, no, just wow. It's like, and that's when Ray went full heel.
Bro, that fight really could have went in the completely opposite direction. I mean, this almost turned into Ray Jackson stealing the movie from everybody. Had he not decided to gloat, I was like, dude, I'm with Van Damme. What are you doing? Keep going.
Can you imagine Ray Jackson? That's the alternate ending. Ray Jackson wins. Then we find out there's an actual real Ray Jackson, and he's the one that actually did do the real Kumite.
Boy, it'd be some biker from Florida. Florida man wins Kumite.
Hold on, not just any Florida man. This Florida man's from Pensacola.
Ray Jackson from Pensacola, Florida.
Cut to Ray Jackson sitting in his house in an armchair talking about the Kumite. It's like, yeah, I met Frank Dux. Yeah, that guy wasn't shit. Almost left him up afterwards.
Like, bro, he was out in the first round.
He was out in the first round. What are you talking about here?
But again, the freaking tables get quickly turned when
he fucking broke his damn nose and face and fucked his ass up for free.
I mean,
was like, God damn.
Dude, first of all, you got hit with the Gears of War curb stomp.
Man, look, Gears of War, a series of games where people got fucked up pretty bad. Still ain't worse than the Carmines, so.
Hey, Google, play Mr. Sandman. The same slap that nigga. I was like, yep.
Dude, Ray turned his back. Look, rule of any fight, you don't turn your back on anybody, even if you think you wins, because it could be a nut shot. You might get a garbage can thrown at you. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know. Nah, Ray.
Nigga said a garbage can.
Look. And Eris might have seen his fair share of high school fights. I've seen fights where a dude think he won, and all of a sudden he gets tackled by some dude that's like, it ain't over yet, and then runs and tackle the guy. I've seen it. I swear to God, I've seen that shit. It's like, no, you got to make sure this dude is down. You don't do that. No. I mean, look.
Like,
I swear to God. I swear to God, the guy didn't say it, but like I saw him getting off the bus one time, right? These two dudes were getting on it. And you know, bus drivers are like, I ain't in this shit. He just drove off, right?
Yep.
So they're fighting this stuff, right? The other dude just wailing on him, right? He's like, all right, dude's on the ground bleeding and out and stuff. And dude's like, yeah, and stuff, right? All of a sudden, I'm looking over, dude's slowly getting up, and I'm looking at the other dude. I'm like, he got his back turned. I'm like, you know what? No.
You know what? No. You hold it. You enjoy that.
No, watch how this goes. And you know how everybody's antagonized, like, oh. And I'm like, is the guy hearing the cues that he might need to turn around? Nope. Bam, got tackled.
No, he deserves this loss. He did the one thing you don't do. Man, come on, man.
So Like so, just in this
Confirm to
fight,
kill people next time. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, nigga, double tap,
Double tap.
double
How,
tap.
how long has Three Black Geeks has been trying to tell you people you must finish your food before thinking that you have?
I mean, there are purposes when it comes to attacking, say via gun butt. If you're gonna gun butt somebody, you make sure you give them one good gun butt that's clean enough to just knock them out cold. If you have to double tap with another gun butt because you don't want to kill them, you gun butt them one more time.
Exactly.
Before we continue, we have wacky hijinks, whereas Frank is leading a chase with him and the fucking criminal army investigators through Hong Kong. Because, hijinks.
Between Helmer and Rollin are chasing Frank all over Hong Kong. In fact, they get the Hong Kong police in on the action.
The Hong Kong police don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I love the fact. First of all, do you love how the police captain is like how he uses every ounce of energy to say, I really want nothing to do with this. First of all, he says, hey, he was, we understand that he took a plane ticket from from San Francisco to Hong Kong 2 days ago. 2 days ago, probably went someplace else. That was strike one of I don't want nothing to do with whatever you guys got going on.
Sure, there's a legal fight here in my city, but I don't care.
No. See, they didn't even get to that part yet. They just say, maybe went someplace else. Asia is a really big place.
Really nice. Very nice.
I like how you said Asia. Didn't even specify the country. Just said Asia.
So then he said, no, we understand that he came. We understand that he came over here to fight in the Kumite. Not only did he walk them back to his office, but he said nothing up until he just opened the window, sat on that corner of the window like, so y'all just gonna get the hell out of my office because I really got nothing to talk about.
Oh, side note, that police inspector played by a real policeman in real life.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Philip Chan. He was part of the Hong Kong police before he ended up retiring, and he went into the entertainment industry.
Nice.
So that's right up his alley.
Yeah, he caught that acting bug after doing this movie.
Oh my god, man! And this is a guy that's been in a lot of movies. Like he's been he was in was it Twinkle Twinkle Lucky Stars?
Nice. He looks like he's been in like other.
He's been in some Jackie Chan movies too. I think he was in Police Story 3.
Nice.
Yeah. He was in Police Story 3. He's been in a couple of. He's been around for a while and stuff. But yeah, he really was just like, why am I listening to you? Why are you here? Aren't you past your jurisdiction? Why are you in my country?
He was also the director of quite a few movies from 79 to 1990.
Yeah. Still alive.
Yeah, he's like 76. In fact, now you say he did a couple of movies. No, real talk, CJ. I think this might have been maybe his 25th or 26th movie.
Oh shit, he's a superintendent at Hard Boiled. Son of a bitch. I knew I've seen that face before.
Really?
And he was in oh god, what was it? No, sorry, that's the Hong Kong movie. Never mind.
Who knew that the police chief has an extensive record?
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Fuck all that. Chris, I just realized who Philip Chan is.
Who?
He was Raymond Zhang in Double Impact.
Oh my, yep. Mm-hmm.
That was him. Holy shit.
Keep going, bro.
This man has been in movies, okay?
But I want people to understand this. This man has done everything. This guy was like, yo, if I'm going to be in Hollywood, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to write, I'm going to direct, I'm going to act. I'm getting all my credits in.
And he got a lot of credits.
To be fair though, it does look like he really was trying to understand the movie business top to bottom. So I have to give him 100% credit on that easily.
No, without a doubt.
But yeah, I'm sorry, man. It still wows me out that the military really was just so invested. I'm like, couldn't y'all just put trust in Frank and just let him participate in the Kumite and just let it just roll?
From my understanding, if we're gonna go off of fuck it, movie magic bullshit. Anything that was to happen to him would be considered a international incident. Yeah, but you can't necessarily say it's an international incident since it's a underground fighting tournament in the middle of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
that no one is supposed to speak of except for except for your boy Lin and tall ass OK USA.
I'm sorry, that had to be the funniest shit ever. Most silent fucking person ever. And he just says OK USA. I'm like, all right, man. All right, you got it. You got it. You got it, man.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
I'll let you have that one, man. Yo, but like Chong Lee versus Frank Dux, it goes as expected because Frank is out here surprising the shit out of fucking Chong. Like, oh shit!
And it just
hold on.
Real quick, and it just hits D. There's a lot of Asian people in the crowd with papers in their hand.
Everybody taking bets. No, but before we get to that, I do want to talk about Frank's mini. I would say he's leveling up his invincible mode because, dude, he literally washes everybody leading up to his fight with Chong Lee.
Doesn't break a sweat at all.
And he has by far some of the most entertaining fights. Like, did you like the matching roundhouse kicks where they missed each other when he was fighting against my man rocking the Geese Howard gi and
the Haka?
Like then there was what's his name? Dude who the other kickboxer. My man threw out that rib cage. Like, come on, man! Like, I know you can kick better than that. And they over there trading kicks,
or the
Paco,
other.
You mean Paco, right?
Yeah.
Or the other big dude that wasn't sumo that Frank literally fucking damn gut like did.
First of all, he did the actual drop down, split, punch to the balls, and then rolls up to him and gives him the double gut punch.
Nigga, I gotta know how bad did that hurt because that shit was like geese.
I mean, he hit him hard, like really hard, and he still would not go down. I'm like, bro, just go down. The fight's over.
Please.
Come on,
please go down.
Man, look, I don't know what you're fighting for, man, but it ain't worth it.
Also, our man from Africa, oversold the shit out of Frank Dux, kicking him in the face when he was just like,
no. Which one did he oversell more? Frank Dux kicking him in the face, or that bear hug that he was defeated by?
Probably the bear hug.
That bear hug was over. He overacted the hell out of it.
Hey, you had to sell it somehow.
He oversold that thing, man. Come on, bro.
I mean, first of all, I understand it's full contact. Damn near no rules are applied to this fight. I'm like, yo, his face is.
Harris, here's a quarter, man. Full contact. I saw what you did,
I don't know, man.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Hold on. There's no rules in this fight, right? No, man, his face is right there. Your hands, your arms, hands, everything is free. My dog, you judo chopped a damn coconut in half. Your coconut is right there in front of you.
I don't know, man.
No. You brought up him chopping the coconut though, like he motherfucker, like he's Jimmy.
Did you not remember your training? The judo chopping the coconut.
We saw you leap in the air.
I gotta be real.
All Negroes around the world.
I gotta be real. Since it's anything goes and I can't use weapons, I'm Bobby Hilling myself through that fucking tournament.
Yo, that damn Bobby Hills his way through movies. At least he does all the time, man.
Yo, when I saw him nut do the fucking Johnny Cage Johnny Cage was inspired by the nut punch. I was like, oh, that's right. It's anything goes. Oh, I will be Bobby Hilling myself all the way through. It's like, Chris, you got Chong Lee. All right, let's see if I can do this.
I just got to get near him.
Let me just get the nut kick. And I will keep kicking him. If he's on his one, he's just like, go down. Please go down.
I can see Chris right now. He would just be stomping him in the
stomp him in the nuts. All of a sudden, I got blood stains on my feet, and somebody's like, "Stop it, Chris! It's done. You beat Chong Lee."
It's like, no, I have to make sure he's down.
Gotta keep going.
Nah, you gotta go. Man. This motherfucker slapping up. He's slapping people upside the head, getting the CTE. Nah, he gotta be stopped, bro.
I'm not trying to.
Gotta be stopped.
Only thing missing from Chong Lee was him doing the Superman punch.
Swear to God, dog. Like, I will nut push the victory. Some of you like that wasn't honorable. I'm like, fuck you. You said it was no rules.
Hey, look, no. Technically, there was no rules except for 3, which was you take either you straight up kill the guy, or you make him submit, or you throw him off the ring.
Now, granted, if I did beat Chong Lee like that, I just throw my hand to all the other fighters. So it's like, fuck. Now I gotta adapt to something else.
Exactly.
Now you gotta do something new.
Bam! I don't know.
No, but I'm still legit disappointed to my man fighting for all on behalf of all of Kenya. He just flat out forgot his training.
It's like the runaway game was denied.
I mean, what do you do? The dude's face is right there. It's not. See, I could see if he had locked down his arms to where he couldn't move them in the middle of that bear hug. But bro, both of your arms are completely free.
Eye gouge, nigga.
Exactly. Eye gouge, elbow to the face.
I could feel my spine, man. Leave me alone.
Again. The freaking coconut is right there in front of you. One judo chop. You only needed one hand.
He's bad as hell. Eric's like, D, the trick.
See, here's what happened. Here's the thing. Eric would have been in that fight, right? All of a sudden, he's telling his kids, so Dad, how'd you end up the wheelchair? Yeah, so this man, he put me in a bear hug, but I took his eyes out. So yeah, I can't walk, but he blind now.
But he blind.
It cuts over to the fucking china closet that has 2 eyeballs and a fucking glass jar.
So did you take it? Did you take anything home from the Kumite? I brought back a souvenir too. It's his eyeballs in the glass jar. I am so mad that was so easy for both of us to set that up.
Just cuts to it for no reason.
Yellow water inside of that. The water inside is yellow.
Your wife looking at you like, honey, you gonna dump that water out of that shit or what? No.
Oh my God, Lorenzo. If you don't dump that shit. Lorenzo.
I can see it right there. He'd be like, nah, niggas need to know.
Told you, baby, I was about that life. Before I met you, before the man that I am today, before I provided. There's always a black dude. You know what I'm saying?
I gave up my gi. I gave up jumping in trees and judo chopping coconuts for you.
I gotta be real, man.
WMAC Masters called yesterday. I should call back.
They turned down my idea for a reboot.
Nigga, I'll tell you right now, man. Can you imagine? He's the one that tried to pitch.
I'm broke.
Can you imagine? He's the
Why
one.
Why did you call Billy Blanks? Why would you call him bitch?
Can you imagine? He rolls up the fucking Golden Globus to pitch Bloodsport. He's like, "Oh man, you're like 1 hour too late, man. This guy Frank Dux pitched us a story. We took that."
I would have been so bad, but as the other fights were going on, Frank, of course, is just washing through everybody, and then we get the famous. We get that one moment where the crowd literally turns on Chong Lee.
Oh, Chong Lee don't like that shit.
You know, so this is when he fights the other dude, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, Chong is just playing with his food. The fight been over for like the last 5 minutes.
He's playing with them. I mean, let's be real. Ray Jackson technically was the only one he felt threatened by because it's like, shit, this fucking American.
It's like, I gotta take him out quick.
Take this nigga out quick. I don't need this. I don't need that smoke. This nigga might get lucky and kill me. Nah, he gotta go.
Like, no. It's already bad enough they put us in this fight and all of us are in completely different weight classes. So again, this is the other Bruce Lee cat that he's fighting, right? And he beats this guy. We get first of all, we get that slow motion punch where we see him put that fist together, right? We see so much emphasis on that camera angle of that fist. And then the slow motion drive of that fist going into my man's face. And then the fight ends. My man lays him down, and you just hear that subtle. I'm like, he snapped his neck by barely touching him. And then when the ref comes over, checks him out, and notices that my man is dead right there on the spot. I mean, he first of all, did you notice the 1,000-yard shock stare that he did on Chong Lee?
First off, I'm looking at the crowd like, first off, guys, how dare you? This motherfucker been looking people the whole tournament, but that's the one that was the line. All right, guys. All right, cool.
It's just but this one,
Chris, you got look. See, I'm getting sick of you not understanding the parameters of this ruleless tournament.
Chris, I need you to understand the optics in this scene.
The optics.
Okay.
Irish, hold on, real quick. Hold on. I had to get this over. Yo, Irish, the fuck up.
Chris, you're not appreciating it. You ain't reading. No, I was waiting for him to be like, Chris, you don't understand. You need to read the goddamn room. All right, read the room.
This is what happens when the white man gets inside of your brain. It inserts the coon chip.
I'm just sorry, yo. I hate when movies do this. They ain't even relegate to this movie. Every movie does this shit. It's like, let me get this right, guys. Y'all been hanging around with this ain't shit dude for years, but that's the line. All right, guys. All right.
Now.
And it's but you want to know how what makes that scene so sick, right? Is the ref, he's like, yeah, I'll hold up your hand and declare you the winner, but nah, bro. I'm legit giving you the 1,000-yard stare. Like, this was unnecessary. The fight was over. Why did you kill him? It was so unnecessary. Dude, you knew it was a wrap when he looked at the judges.
Oh, he was gonna fuck that judge up if he kept talking.
He just looked at the judge, and then when of course, the judges stood up. Stop it, Chris. Stop it. First of all, my man over here jumping around, doing the freaking victory dance in front of everybody, and like, look, Look, Chong, I get
jump in the air. That was like the most emotion Polo had.
It was.
It was the happiness, though. It was really what got me.
Please bear in mind that Bolo, my man, was celebrating in tiger claws. Okay. He was showboating in tiger claws.
Imagine being in heaven and you see Bolo dancing over your dead body.
It was fucked up.
It's just about a bitch.
So when the ref looks at the judge, like, y'all see this shit? And the judges, they stand up like, okay, let's respect. The crowd stops cheering his name, and they're all giving that brief moment of silence. Chong is the only person who goes into full villain mode. Oh, excuse me. He goes into full villain mode, pulls the Ray Jackson, lets out all of South Korea by pointing at Frank Dux and says, "You are next."
Side note, the equivalent of that, Eris knows this. You remember when old girl at our school died?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Reese.
Yeah, there was one person that I guess she crossed in high school that kind of had the "I don't give a fuck, she died" attitude.
Yeah. What the like double homicide that
kind of
yeah.
I swear to God, I swear to God, me and Brian Capit, we were trying to contain our laughter. How fucked up it was. It was like, oh Jesus Christ! Like,
and what's fucked up is what's really fucked up is I had no idea who she was.
I didn't know who she was either until I was like, oh, she's a cheerleader. All right, that sucks.
She was a cheerleader, and everybody from our graduating class knew who she was, and everybody was crying and shit.
I was walking in the hall going to the bathroom. I heard a random scream. I'm like, dear God, like, okay, damn. Fuck.
Then once we had found out about it, I was like, oh shit, that's fucked up. And then, literally after that moment, we heard that line, double homicide.
It's like, who pissed? It's like, damn, what'd she do to you? Did she take your boyfriend?
I'm like, who hurt you? So, but no, Chong, as soon as he hits him with the "you are next" line, my man just waves that shit off like, whatever, nigga. He literally gave the entire Kumite the whatever, nigga, and went back to his corner.
Y'all kiss my ass, man. I'm the reason why y'all showed up.
Frank Dux immediately put on his thought shorts and decided to put on work against
he put on
Chris, you can go home. Talk about thought shorts.
Hey, Jean-Claude knew what Jean-Claude knew what he's doing, because any chick that we bring up JCVD in real life, they bring up Bloodsport and what he wore, which was basically no short in them goddamn shorts. That's all they do. I understand.
The funny thing is that in this final match, both of them were bringing up both of them were rocking the shorts. All right.
But nobody's checking for Chong Lee, unfortunately.
Nobody was checking for Chong Lee, but check it out though. Chong Lee went into player 2 mode.
I hate this whole podcast.
This whole movie, all of his fights, he been rocking the freaking warm-ups.
He decided, this motherfucker ain't gonna outclass me.
Somebody
respected that though, man.
But no, I'm dead serious though, D. Somebody paid for the DLC just to take those damn warm-ups off. My man
he pick him in Tekken and going through the costumes. He's the custom character in Tekken. not even the A/B selection. It's like, it's the custom. All right.
Chris, you know what? And thank you for saying that, because this motherfucker was so custom that he took Ray Jackson's bandana and tied it around his knee. And again, we get some more English. We get some more South Korean English. You break my record. Now I break you like I broke your friend.
Nigga, I like to say for the record, Chong Lee went into the mode like that video of that kid that's crying when he's playing in Madden and getting his ass whipped. That's what Chong Lee does. Like, just I'm pressing the buttons, is not working. This is bullshit.
So
it's like Asianness not working.
No. Okay, listen, I'm gonna jump back to this fight in a minute. Right. I want to talk about one of my other favorite moments. It was the slow motion singing of Stan Bush when Frank was feeling depressed about his friend getting hurt.
Oh, the inspirational.
We did that inspirational.
Staring out into the Hong Kong Bay.
Stared off into the Hong Kong Bay, riding a bus, and coming to find out that Chong Lee lives rent-free in my man's head because he thought he saw his reflection in that window.
And then old girl comes there to console him.
She didn't even know. Frank? No. First of all, she tried to talk him out of participating in the finals. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna give this nigga that work. And then when he goes in for the final day, right? Goes in for the final day. You like that nice walk down the alley of him one-shotting the freaking Hong Kong PD. I was like, yo, Hong Kong PD, y'all some shit. Y'all can't take one American down.
There you go. That made no sense because Hong Kong PD was like, we didn't want to interfere, and then I was like, I guess we got to do something, and I think that was half-assed. Honestly.
No, what made it even funnier was they didn't want to interfere, but when they were brought in to bring him in for Helmer and Rollins, right? Did you like their super secret hiding places in that alley? They try coming out of one part of the alley. They try coming through another door. They try coming. I think like one came out of like a literal room.
I just like how Frank eventually made a deal with Helmer and Rollins. Like, all right, guys, fine, fuck it. All right, let me finish this Kumite and then I'll come back with you. And I'm like,
he just kept assuring them, like, look, I won't get hurt. Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'll see you at the airport in the morning. And and I love his I love his MacGyver quick responsiveness of him picking up a freaking trash can lid as soon as they fired off those taser guns, and it went to the other Hong Kong cops.
There's a lot of things in movies.
Chris, real quick. You know what makes that shit even more funny? That was their only shot at him.
I've watched a lot of ridiculous stuff in the history of movies, Fast and Furious being one of them and stuff, and multiple times.
Uh-huh.
But that trash can scene is just a thing of just like ridiculousness. My man was able to deflect.
He deflected.
Plus 10 on block. Deflect taser shots.
I can't even call it a block. That was like an insta parry, insta red parry.
And I like how Helmer and fucking Rollins looked very confused. Like,
oh shit,
all right,
what do we do now?
What we do now?
How are we gonna stop
him? We only have one shot tasers. Fuck. I didn't plan this through.
They really didn't plan this past the one shot.
We thought he was going to stay in one place and not move.
It's like, guys,
who knew the agile martial artist was going to run?
All of a sudden, fucking Helmer pulls out a gun. Wait, boss, I thought we weren't supposed to shoot him. It'll just be a flesh wound.
First of all, I was going to shoot below the kneecap to avoid attempted murder.
Hey, we're in Asia. We'll just say he tripped.
Fucking Forrest Whitaker looking at Rollins is looking at him like, you sure we're law and order? Doesn't matter. We're cops.
Stairs and high top fade.
Laments and Ghost Dog.
I hate you. God, I'm sick and tired of y'all.
Squints in black.
Squints in black.
Ow, what? What's wrong? I don't know. It feels like my left eye is going a different direction.
Grimaces. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, hold up. Grimaces and Vantage Point.
I swear to God, dog. Like there's a beeline between this movie and Vantage Point where Forrest Whitaker was literally playing the same goddamn character. Only difference is he had less hair in Vantage Point than in this movie, so it was like, all right.
My man was sitting in that crowd watching that fight go on, and
also skinny Forrest Whitaker. That kind of still throws me off a little bit.
I know, right? Man. I'm just saying, Forrest Whitaker, where both of his eyes are level, is fucking me up. So I don't know what
hey, you think that fucks you up? Watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That really will fuck your head up right there.
No, man, it didn't give me Forrest Whitaker. You see him in Bird. It's like that eye just said, fuck. I've never seen an eye literally go rogue.
No,
that was an eyeball that said, no, I don't want no part.
No. It didn't go rogue. It left the chat.
It left the chat. Hey, yo, eyeball. Controller has disconnected.
Nigga,
I ain't gonna say nothing more about it.
Let me tell you something. Chong Lee.
I love Forrest Whitaker.
I have never seen a fucking guy look so befuddled to see Frank Dux working his ass during the beginning part of this fight, man.
Now, did you like how when he was witnessing the exchange kicks between Dukes and Paco, right?
Yeah.
When he wins, I was like, holy shit, Frank! Like Rollins is legit cheering. I was like, yo, he's cheering in first 10 minutes in Jason's lyric.
Did he caught that stray?
So,
I am 9-year-old Bookie Woodbine.
Stop it. We're not doing it. We are not talking about that movie. Okay.
So
I am 11-year-old Alan Payne.
So basically, Frank is working him, and that's when Chong Lee decides, I'm going to cheat.
First of all, he was given the incentive to cheat by his trainer.
I'm just saying.
Gave him that the slight head nod, like
he gave him first of all, he gave him the head nod, and then while he was adjusting his belt, my man stuffed in he stuffed in that one Coke rock.
No, it was I found out that's an actual assault pill.
Oh, it's an assault pill that all he had to do was grind it up.
It's a salt pill that you can crush it, and that's how it looked. Because at first I was thinking, he just had some fucking like random sheetrock from out in the back alley that he just put inside his thing, and it's like, oh no, it's a salt pill. Oh, okay.
Salt pill, all he had to do was grind that shit up and then just woo-yah, pocket sand.
Dale Gribber.
No, he does that. My man, freaking Chong Lee cheats in Chinese Hercules.
Nigga, hold on for 1 second, man.
Oh God, you're actually going to do it. Which part?
No, because we have to show this. By default, you have to show this because you'd be stupid not to show this scene whatsoever. It'd be dumb. It'd be dumb. Hold up. Let me see. Sure.
Oh God.
I knew it. See, I knew it. I love the cross eyes though, because this is. Oh, I was telling my sons, acting.
His eyes just a little blurry. It's still good.
I like how his eyes, like he really can't see nothing. Like all you see is look at the chest. Look at the chest. Look at that.
My chest could never.
My chest could never.
I'm just saying, man. I think Bolo was like 49 in this, man. Like,
we end up finding out Bolo was like 25, and it's like, really, 25.
Bolo was 25 when he was in what's the name, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think Enter the Dragon. He was like
Enter the Dragon. He was at least 25.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Even back then, Bolo as big as he was, I was like, yeah, that's a young Bolo. He looked 25. That's some Gary shit right there. And I'm like, of course, he was 25 back then, still big as shit. Of course.
I mean, I'm really thinking for him over here, because you got Bloodsport, and then Enter the Dragon, because Enter the Dragon was 73, right?
Yeah, 70. Enter the Dragon. Actually, no, Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon was 73.
Yeah, 73.
So
you're talking about another 15. So yeah, he was close to 40. Yeah, damn.
Because he's 7.
You right, D.
Because he's 7. Because right now he's 74.
Yep.
He dropped that. He dropped the muscle mass, but he can still whoop ass though.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. His you know what's funny? If they ever made like a Bloodsport remake or something, his son has to play him.
What does his son look like?
Dude, his son looks exactly like him.
Like him.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like him.
I'm dead serious. Look him up,
bro. He looks just like him.
There's dude. Look up his training video on YouTube. He's just as jacked as his dad.
Damn, I didn't know that. I was like, first off, you mentioned that he had a son. I knew he had a son, but I didn't even know.
There was a whole ass training video of his son.
Nigga, this look like who's the mom? Holy fuck, them jeans are strong. The jeans are strong as fuck. Jesus Christ.
Well, come on. As we all know, Bolo Young fucked a bull.
Also, let's be real.
That son looked like Ernie Reyes if he was on steroids.
Like first of all, Chris, let's keep it a stack. Bolo got them alpha genetics.
nigga, I guarantee you, his son don't even flex at his own dad. Like, Dad, I'll fuck you up. Sure about that, son? You seen Bloodsport? Pocket sand, bitch. Don't do it.
No, not even Bloodsport.
Your dad, why you bringing up the 80s though, man? Why you bringing up the 80s?
Nah. He really messed up his head. He won't even bring up Bloodsport. He was like, son, you see that man right there? It's a picture of him and Bruce Lee together.
No. Here's Bolo Jr. Here he go.
Here you go. This motherfucker.
Here he go. This washed ass nigga. Here he go. Here this nigga go. Talking glory days and shit.
It's 2021, Dad. Out with the old, in with the new. And it's like, all right, son, chill.
But like you said, he's working Chong Lee. Chong Lee goes for the pocket sand and gets blinded. We got like a good 2 minutes.
The ref didn't see it, so the ref is all befuddled, like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude, I like how Chong keeps on grabbing the ref and just tossing him.
Yeah, Chong would toss
like
the ref at him.
WWE or some shit.
Turn to the WWE. really
That's a
did.
fucking
At this,
wrestling
no,
move.
because at this point, Chong is just fucking with Frank.
No, nigga, I was waiting for fucking Chong's fucking trainer to throw a chair at him, throw a chair to him, and be like, "All right, hit Frank with the chair. Let's go."
Nah, you know what was missing? Someone should have threw whether it was to Chong or Frank. Someone should have tossed in the Yappa Pie punishment strap.
Nigga, fuck that.
The only thing that was missing.
Nigga, I would have Indiana Jones is ended. Frank Dux just pulls a gun out of his ass and just shoots Chong Lee dead in the ring.
Well, first of all, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. I find the number. Wait, D, hold on. First, no, stop all this, Chris. There's a problem with that plan. Frank's blind. Remember?
No, Harris. Why do you got to bring up continuity? Why you got to bring up continuity?
No, because he talking about he would have pulled a gun out of his ass and shot Chong Lee, and that would have been in the fight. Fucking aim. What is aim? What is aim?
Actually, he would have killed.
Come on, D. You see, motherfucking Stevie Wonder. What is aim?
No, I've been like Ray Charles and Blues Brothers when he pulls the gun out on that fucking kid trying to steal.
I mean, awesome. the level of concentration that Frank had after he got blind was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
you got a whole ass ring of people cheering. You also got the fact that you're completely disoriented, so you're trying to focus.
Pulls back on his I serve hot tea to Tanaka training.
Right. And then you got fucking Chong Lee cheating ass, throwing referees at you and shit. You don't know who to throw.
He's playing with his food at this point.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, he blind. Whatever.
I'm like, Chong, what are you doing? Stop
break his neck right now. Done.
Break his neck.
End it.
Bro, you don't even gotta break his neck. I'm like, bro, break his leg. He's not gonna get up.
There's so many different ways of just ending this shit.
Dude, and what do you do? What do you do after the pocket sand? You literally gave him the Mortal Kombat fucking foot sweep. You foot sweep, and then you showboat like Ray Jackson thinking that you took him out. Bro, stop it.
So what happens is, Frank,
also, I'm sorry, Chris. One more thing. Also, shout outs to the Kumite for putting together the most lopsided looking platform for the final match.
What kind of fucking structure is this shit?
Yo, what did it turn into a half pipe out of nowhere? What happened?
Nah. It wasn't even a half pipe. It wasn't even a half pipe. I looked at that shit. I said, "Yo, what in the name of Virtual Fighter 3 stages is this?"
I'm sorry. Sega would never. All right.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
First off, I think
I'm mad that you said Sega would never. And Eris pulled back. Are you just sure?
Are you really sure about that?
Look, I'm a Virtua Fighter connoisseur between the three of us. They would never. All right.
Again, D, I'm saying it. Are you sure?
Also, I take it a step further. Shang Tsung would never. All right. I'm just saying. There's the rules to these things. Bison would never, and he holds half-ass tournaments.
All right, Chris.
Bison also has his own money too. But
this is true. That is true.
Wait, D, hold on. My reply was going to be, all right, Chris, you had me going there, but you made a nice recover. Because my response to you was going to be play like, hey, Virtual Fighter 3 says hi.
Oh no. Actually, I would take a step further. But Tecmo would do some bullshit like that in DOA, so there you go.
Which they have with I believe it was DOA 4.
It's DOA 4. I know that for a fact. It's DOA 4.
That freaking sand dune stage.
It's like somebody was like, you were already edging on fucking bullshit with, hey, let's have them fight in traffic. All right, Tecmo, sure.
And
right,
you know what? Even DOA 2 to another extent, the freaking snow level.
Even DOA 6 with the new one. Hey, what happens if you throw them at a dinosaur? That should be fun, right?
They just threw so much crazy shit in that game.
All right, fine.
I'm just mad at the dinosaur, though, dog.
It's like, hey, we're going to fight in Jurassic World. All right, Tecmo, sure, fine, fuck it, whatever.
But this, no, they either get tossed into a freaking dinosaur or they get tossed into a big-ass coral snake.
I'm sorry, to this day, I still laugh at DOA 3 with their big level where you kick somebody off a cliff's edge and you just dive down. I'm like,
yes.
All right, guys, what are we doing?
I still laugh at the fact that when you do that on certain stages, it's like endless. They just fall off.
That was one of them, dude.
That was one of them.
That stage was one of them. That shit was endless.
They hyped that shit up in the commercials for DOA 3 as a selling point. Like, yes, kick him off the edge. And it's like,
I mean, first of all, what never made sense about that shit what never made sense about that shit was you kick him off of that one. You kick him off of that one. Do you see how high you are and how far that fall is? Nigga, they are dead on impact.
No, I know the best part about it is that the person you're fighting against does this gentle jump off the cliff.
It's like
the fucking moon physics, old
crouching tiger hidden jump, crouching tiger hidden dragon jumps and shit. I'm like, all right.
Man, Yana hit cobblestone beneath her just to bounce up. You're like, bullshit.
But then again, this is a game where you can do the Zuno drop and heads don't splatter. So fuck it, whatever.
Yep, there's that.
It is what it is. But anyways, Chong Lee is kind of circling around Frank Dux as he's remembering his blind training, and Chong Lee goes for a punch, and Frank Dux just catches it.
He's like, "No, sir, time for me to win."
The script says it's time now.
Yo, I like how his eyes open up like, yo, Frank, aren't you blind? Shouldn't you just keep your eyes closed?
You got to understand, this is my second movie. Shut the fuck up.
First of all, my man Frank goes, he goes into putting this nigga through the ropes. I was like, yo, Frank fights back in no retreat, no surrender.
Frank Dux giving on the Matt Riddle special with the foot in the face kick and shit.
I know.
No. Did you see him giving the Dempsey roll to the freaking stomach?
Nigga. Oh,
I'm sitting there watching that shit. I was like, yo, Dudley is somewhere sipping tea and shedding a tear of joy right now.
All that, and then Chong Lee's trying to throw the ref in there, and Frank is stopping his kick short.
I was like, woo! I like, see, because he focused kids.
The part that was great though is he took the ref and he's like, nah, bro, get behind me. That nigga ain't gonna be throwing you at me anymore.
He's protecting the ref now. How honorable. Frank Dux did all of this in real life.
Yes, kids, I want you guys to remember this. All this ridiculous this happened to Frank Dux. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I met Frank Dux before all this shit got exposed and shit, I'd be that one asshole. So Frank, if I throw some salt in your face, can you kick my ass?
No, better yet, can you tell who's throwing a punch or a kick at you?
Frank is one of those niggas like, nah, see, that was Hollywood. He's one of them motherfuckers.
See, I would purposely get kicked out of a convention by throwing sand in his face. His bodyguards are dragging me out.
It's like, hey, I just wanted to see if he could do it.
It's America, right? It's America. I can't do that.
Don't drag me, bro.
So why you scared? Why you scared? Why you scared to fight? Why you scared to fight Don the Dragon Wilson, nigga?
You won't fight a black man, but you ducking Don the Dragon. Some bullshit.
It's like, this is why we can't have nothing. Your mama ain't shit.
Rodney King was right. We can't even get along. What the fuck? I feel like Jean-Claude Van Damme has done his best to stay away from Frank Dux.
Jean-Claude collects his money. He gives the nod to Frank Dux, like, yeah, that was great. And he just moves on to the next project. He ain't give a fuck about
Frank. The one thing I give Frank, everything else, he was a good person to do cocaine with. That's a really great man. You know, he fought there all the time. He was really good, man.
He took me out to Sakura Steakhouse for a steak.
Sakura Steakhouse.
Sakura Steakhouse for hibachi.
Chris, first of all, it's 88, nigga. Y'all know damn well they went to Sizzler.
Oh, Benny Hanna's? Was Benny Hanna's open around that time?
No, not Benny Hanna's. No, not Benny. No, not Benny Hanna's. I was right the first time. Sizzler.
Man, Sizzler was the move, though. Like if you
that was the move in 88.
Can you imagine back in the 80s, you in a dating game, you take the chick to Sizzler and she's fucking creaming her pants because you took her at Sizzlers.
I mean, dog, the buffet alone is the reason why she creaming.
Back when buffets, like right now, you say you take a chick to buffet, she looking at you like, nigga, you broke. Back then, shit.
Yeah, back
then. No. Hey, baby, we going here. Ooh, Sizzler. That's when she instantly put on makeup and do that thing where they puff up their breasts.
Nah, see, you know the funny thing about the other funny thing about places like Sizzler is you get your choice of the buffet or the menu.
Man, you get the menu, you balling. Right? You balling. Right there.
Hey, Hi, kid born in 1999, by that time there were no more sisters
Golden
around.
Corrals. That's all you
It's a golden corral, nigga. Yes, there was a time that you could get pussy off of.
This shit was good.
Simple times, folks. Simple times.
Yeah, that's exactly what this movie
I'm not
is.
saying the day. Look, again, the 80s is just indicative of just everything that was just happening. We were really simple people all around, man. I swear to God.
No,
really
you just gotta think. There was some dude that's like, yeah, I done took out the scissors. She about to drop them draw. Look, let me make it very clear. There are dudes getting pussy off of Hardee's, all right? So let's not act like it's a hard thing.
Son.
It's just that the fact.
No, dude, you have to
say it out loud.
But dude, let's be real. Like, are you pulling IG model on Hardee's versus back in the 80s? You might pull some chick that's equivalent to an IG model on Sizzlers. Probably not.
Hey man, it might be a good Friday night. You catch her, like you got her going in the Burger King. Hold on, D. Hold on. Like, look, it's Friday night. You might catch a good equivalent and get it on in the Burger King bathroom. Rest in peace to Shock G.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Shock G. Hey, Chris, that being said, yeah, you could. How, D? How? Look, if Beyonce is getting girls to be hyped about Red Lobster, Whitney Houston could have said, he done took me out the Sizzler.
God. I'd like to say for the record, there's some, we said this during the Friday podcast. There's just something about thought ass chicks that's just like the basics of them is great. That's why that Beyonce shit with Red Lobster, it was great. If you had no standards and you just want the thought chick, it's like bam, boom, you're good. Great.
So gentlemen, we get we are served up, by the way. Not one, not two, not three, but four really good Van Damme roundhouse kicks.
I feel that's the same scene from different angles.
I feel like it is too. But my kids was like, yo, did he hit it? Like he hitting each and every one. Like roundhouse.
Like those roundhouses was pretty much like that. The roundhouse was that movie's equivalent of, all right, y'all, let's bring this home.
Yeah, we gotta bring it home. I feel at that point that was JCVD really like, we gotta do something big because Frank Dux is gonna probably have some lame ass ending, and JCVD was like, no, that's too lame. We gotta do roundhouse kick.
This is what I'm talking about, Frank. You can't talk all the time, man.
No, Frank Dux, he probably would have said something crazy like, see, what you're gonna do is you're gonna uppercut him and his head's gonna fly off.
No, do one of these.
Yeah, the elbow uppercut and the head goes flying off. Again, this movie was the inspiration behind Mortal Kombat.
I gotta admit though, there is like so much iconic imagery from this movie. I think that's what makes it so great. Whether it's like the leap kick that he does on Chong Lee that I had as the the weight show thing and stuff at the beginning of this, and
oh yeah, that freaking kick to the stomach, because again he knows his weaknesses.
Yeah,
Chong Lee is legit weak to the stomach.
Hell,
man, look, it listed it off there when you got to see his stats like in Street Fighter. His weaknesses is getting punched in his stomach, and he's an Aries, so we know these.
Hell, I even have the Bloodsport shirt that's based off of the International DVD cover.
Oh,
where he's holding the medallion.
Yeah, where he's holding the dude. I want that shirt.
You can probably find it online. I'm pretty sure. Because me and D, I got it from the horror convention that me and D went to.
Yeah, and I can say this finally. You can suck a fat ass dick for that, Chris. You took the last one. Knowing my big ass can't get no other of them small shirts, it's a horror convention. They don't make nothing for a black man's skin. You know that.
Well, D, hold on. If it makes you feel any better, Chris and I went to, oh God, we're showing our age. Chris and I went to Hot Topic, and I grabbed the last Joker Harlequin painting
you
shirt.
You say Hot Topic like it's gone forever. It's still active, dude.
No. I'm talking about the Hot Topic that we remember.
Oh,
the hot topic that didn't have anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Back
hot
when-
topic that didn't have anime. What the fuck was going on?
Well, they had anime, but it was like one DBZ shirt that was like the stock DBZ shirt.
Just one.
The stock DBZ shirt that had the whole Saiyan Saga era crew on the front with Goku as Super Saiyan in the middle, like in the fucking the dub and shit. And I was like, wow, that is the most stock ass shirt ever. What is this?
But yeah, but that scene alone, you know, like we got the kick to the stomach, the roundhouse kicks, fight's over. Oh no, he does not knock him out. My man wins by submission.
I like how he lays his head on his head. Zed!
As he's staring off because he's still blind.
Yeah, he's still blind, you see. He's acting.
It's like, my day.
What is this? Oh my god, man! This is great, man. Shout outs to the statue website. They actually sell the statue of the Frank Dux versus Chong Lee. It's like 1/6 size, which I'm like, that's pretty fucking huge.
Did you guys no wait, I did tell you guys about that company that does have the official licensed Bloodsport merch.
Oh yeah. I heard about it. I saw that. I was like, yeah, of course somebody was gonna do that. I'm surprised Hot Toys didn't jump on this.
I know. Why have we not seen a figure for
Hot
Chong
Toys did
Lee?
Bruce Lee, they did Mike Tyson.
You would think that it will be of all of any JCB.
Like Bolo would have had something.
And,
You would think if
and by
anything,
the
it would
way,
be Bloodsport though.
so by the way, this is where we literally circle back to the beginning of this podcast where we were talking about Frank's accolades. The fact that this man had 329 wins and retired undefeated in a 5-year period.
You know, Eris, I'm getting real sick of you just discrediting this man for all the work he's done.
First of all,
the work he's done.
D, you mean all the work that Captain America did? I'm sorry, these are Captain America stats.
Captain America stats right here.
Dude, no, Eric, Chris, some of the stuff you see this is like, yo, on a good day, Bucky is like, I wish, yo.
Dude, Sam Wilson wishes he could. Sam Wilson could do this, maybe.
Man, right?
This is Captain.
Man.
This is Captain America stats, and I would believe this to be Bruce Lee from 68 to 71.
Nigga, the funniest trivia about this game is the fact that they put down in the trivia Ray Jackson does not use any recognized martial arts at any point in this game because it's not a fucking martial arts. It's literally, I'm gonna rush you down and just beat the shit out of you. That's it. That's his martial art.
That's all it is.
That's like Val Tudo, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't understand it, but I just like the fact that these motherfuckers that I really love that Frank Dux built a half a career out of this.
I have something to show. If we're gonna really end it off, just because shout out to Charlie and stuff. He jokes and stuff. He's in on the joke when it comes to Frank Dux and stuff.
The Duke, as we all call it.
The Duke.
Oh, Dookie.
Oh, this shit had me in tears. I'm like, yo, Frank, really? This is when I knew. When I saw this, I was like, I'm pretty sure at this point, this is when everybody was like, all right, Frank, you're full of shit. Because what are you trying to prove here?
Let me see this shit.
Frank Dux weer in een Bloodsport in de kast.
Frank Dux breaking glass is the saddest thing in the world to me because this is the only thing that supported him.
Wait a minute, D. I want to hear this.
Okay.
Chris, pause it. I was gonna say pause it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First of all, that was just a waste of good Jack Daniels.
That was a waste of good Jack Daniels, wasn't it?
But also, what was that proving? Like,
No. Now, you see at the end of that thing, it says bulletproof glass. Now, at the end of this thing, and I've seen this clip, Chris, yes, he did hit it. Everybody that's seen it said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. That wasn't bulletproof glass. No, you didn't. Everything about him is so fake, and it just screams that he's the height of white privilege to me.
Yeah.
That is, who knew that we talk about movies of rich people fucking over people? We talk about movies where there are white people that are scooting by in life. And now, with a movie that is so totally with an iconic movie, no less, it is connected to the world's biggest fucking scammer. I mean, wow.
You want to talk about you want to talk about a guy who literally shot through all of this crap while living life on recruit difficulty.
I'm just laughing at the fact that he literally.
I like you said recruit difficulty. Good one.
I'm just laughing that he literally sat there and said he knows the dim mock, and the dim mock was off. Dude, this is like that kid in fucking Forbidden Kingdom when he's ripping off and he's still up there talking about like he knows all the virtual fighter character fighting styles.
Yep.
That's Frank Dux. Hey,
Yep.
dim mock, and I'm like, the dim mock is a fictional Chinese folklore move. Are you fucking kidding me?
Buddha's palm. Buddha's palm.
You know, at least that kid saying it makes sense because hey, you're a teenager. You're a weeb. What the fuck do you know? Right?
Yeah.
Fine,
You're saying stupid shit like that.
Whatever. But Frank Dux
this
is a grown ass
man. This is a grown ass man.
You are a weeb from South Boston. Go home.
Here's the thing that gets me about Frank Dux for me. When you really look at it, how many people have we known in life that bullshitted until Google started really flexing on them? How many people alone in our own circles have we known that were full of shit until Wikipedia showed up? It's all like that's how misinformation ran around, man. Yeah, you can still get misinformation on Wikipedia. It happens sometimes. Yes, you can get it from the news sometimes, but really, when you really get down to just, hey, nigga, do you have it on camera?
And
that's all. Do you have it on camera? And for whatever reason, Frank Dux has been ice skating on the fact that, they got to be recorded at being there that one time.
But he also had the fortunate of just being that guy that could probably, like, you get that one person to be like, Frank Dux is a fake. And he's like, haha, that guy's just a hater. He doesn't like me at all, blah, blah, blah.
That's pretty much how he does it. He's been doing that for years. And I really think the people, are there really still people around him that believe him? I think there are. I think
you always have a handful that's like that buys into this shit because they feel they can get something out of it, obviously,
And it's kind of funny that I like how even a lot of people just break down how fake they are. I like how that one time Joe Rogan talked about, made fun of that nigga breaking the ball. He's like, what the fuck does that mean? Ooh,
it's even more funny when
it's martial arts, dude.
Nigga, it's even more funny when UFC folks go in on fucking Frank Dux. That shit had me in fucking
UFC. Mixed martial artists hate Frank. Like I said,
they hate his ass.
It's like this. Almost pretty much everybody hates Frank Dux. But there is one more story I have to say, and this is a good way of ending it. Apparently, Frank Dux said that Steven Seagal put a hit on him. I don't know how true that story is, but apparently there is a beef between him and Frank Dux. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I got Action Trump washing him.
Seagal in 1 minute.
Seagal will fucking demolish him. That's Count Dante. That dude doing a little weird gay tiger looking thing right there. Yeah, that's Count Dante.
That's the Black Dragon Society, guys. We can travel back in time and take over the Black Dragon Society. And
that was on the south side of Chicago. I was like, that was on the south side of Chicago. I was like, y'all better be glad the Black Panthers were getting fed fucking cocaine at that time. Good Lord.
I don't know, D. Cocaine-addled Black Panthers will work these guys over. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. Not even any of them, man. I can't believe there weren't a bunch of gangsters disciples that just didn't walk in there like, man, fuck these.
No, you know what it was? It was like how Sagat looks at Dan like, I'm not even wasting my time. Nope.
Yeah. And even on Count Dante, he had this thing where it was a dojo war, and Literally, there's a bunch of white guys fighting each other. With,
Fucking Shogun of Harlem versus Bruce Lee.
I'm not even
some shit.
Here's the worst part about it, Chris. Somebody died. Somebody died.
He tripped and fell on a knife.
No, during the brawl of these white guys LARPing, come on, it's white guys in the 70s doing kung fu. So it was a lot of sword,
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Somebody had a sword and got stabbed. This is what I'm talking about. And let me make it very clear, and this is very true. Frank Dux is connected to those type of people. That tells you everything you need to know about. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fun show of Bloodsport. I have to say that was funny, man. That was really funny. That being said, though, I think the next show, I don't know what our next show is going to be. I don't know if we're going to do Mortal Kombat. I don't know if we're going to do Above the Law. But oh my God, that was fun. Oh God, that was fun. This movie is fucking awesome.
It's still awesome. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.